BBN Talk. Let me just make a disclosure for this show right here. If you don't think the Wildcats has what it takes to go and win some games in March, this is probably not the show for you. If you think we're not even gonna make it past the first weekend, this ain't the show for you. And if you think we're gonna lose the first game, this ain't it for you. And also disclosure: if you think Coach Pope ain't gonna coach his butt off this offseason, guess what? This show is not for you anyway. Once again, this is no hype. This is real BBN talk right here. What's going on, everybody? Look, I'm excited. I'm doing a late show tonight. Was not expecting to do a show. I'm off today. I'm off from work today. I guess I'm working from home, but I don't even know what that means. But they told us to stay home, so I'm good. So I was like, look, I'm getting up. I'm doing a show tonight. I don't know who's going to be online, but all I know is that the Kentucky Wildcats is ready to show out this offseason. Look, I don't care what they did in the regular season. Regular season's over. It's over. SEC tournament, it's over. Now it's all about that March Madness, and this is what we're about to do. Once again, it's a disclosure. If you don't think that Kentucky's going to make it to past the first weekend, then go ahead and exit. Okay, if you think Kentucky is not going to make it at least to the Sweet 16, go ahead and get out of here. If you think Coach Pope is not going to coach his butt off in the postseason this year, you can exit. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there because look, Big Mike laying in the bed, and I was reflecting. Okay, I was reflecting. That's what I was doing. And people say, you know what, you shouldn't reflect so much. That don't look good on you. Look, let me tell y'all something. Okay. The first chapter in my book, okay? My book. You see? You see my name? There it is. You see it? My book. That's it. One of the first chapters in my book is called Heavy Lift. That's the first chapter, okay? Can you see it? Read it. Boom. First chapter, okay? It's called Heavy Lift. The Kentucky Wildcats is about to do some heavy lifting this offseason, in this March Madness. I feel it. It's all down up in here. It's all down up in my gut feeling. Kentucky's about to make a run this year. I am. And don't shoot me. You might not believe what I believe, and that's okay. I don't get upset about your opinions. I let you have your opinions, don't I? So breaking news: Kentucky Wildcats is about to make a run in March. So to take it for what it is. I believe in my Wildcats. I hope you believe in the Wildcats, because we're going to make a run. I love it. So anyway, welcome in everybody to the show. Feels good, baby. It feels good. Now, here's the thing that I want to talk about. First of all, big shout out to Vanderbilt today for not only beating Florida, but destroying Florida. The sad part about that is we need Vandy to do our dirty work. Why? Well, why we need Vandy to do our dirty work? That's okay. We home, we getting rest. Our ankles are getting better. We healing. We getting some much needed rest. We getting our IVs. We getting our cold baths. We out running. We out getting in shape. That's what's gonna happen, guys. That's what Kentucky's doing right now. We're getting better and we're getting healthy. We're gonna be ready. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't looked at the comments yet because I don't need to. You wanna know why? Because Kentucky's gonna win some games this offseason. Come on, somebody. Come on, man. Somebody tell me that they believe what I believe. Please. Somebody tell me that they understand what I'm talking about. Please understand that Kentucky's about to make a run here in March. I believe it. We're due for it. We're due for it. Yeah. We are due to make a run in March. It matters if UK believes in themselves. That's what matters right there, Todd. I like it right there. Because I took your advice and I jumped right off here. That's what you said. That's what I did. I'm not going to make it anyway. Because I took your advice and would jump off. I believe in Janice says she believes in the Cats too. Absolute. Todd said it matters if UK believes. Yep. I don't know if JQ's going to play or not. I think they kind of threw it out there. Maybe he'll be ready for the postseason. I don't know. Maybe he'll be ready for the first game. I wouldn't play him in the first game, but I would play him after we win the first game. After. See, it's all about wording, everyone. It's about wording. Once after the first game, after we win our first game, JQ's gonna play. We're coming in strong. McVay, you know it. You know it. We coming in strong, man. Look, I'm excited about March Madness. I am. And we can sit back and we can look at what happened in the regular season. We can look back what happened in the SEC tournament. But I still like our team, though. I do. And if there's any hope that maybe we can get JQ back, I don't know how he fits into the equation. He hasn't been playing. I'm not sure how we just throw him in there ice cold and tell him to fit in and help us win. I don't know that, but I guess an athlete is an athlete. I guess they can do what they need to do. But I feel like the guys that we got ready to play right now, I feel like we can make a run in March. All we gotta do is just show up. And Kentucky's better than Kentucky's just as good as just about as anybody in the country, man. When our guys come out to play ball, I mean, look, like I said, people said Vandy wasn't going to even compete with people said Vandy wasn't even going to compete with Florida, and not only did they compete with Florida, but they blew those cats out, man, and it felt good because Golden got beat. Man, but the one thing about it though, hey, if you don't like how the coach is, you got to go beat them. But I guess it's hard to beat them sometimes when the referees are in their pockets and the referees are not helping you out. I guess so. We do have some negative fans, man. Makes me think, why would a kid want to come deal with that? You can have high standards without being so toxic. Yeah, and for me, I think that's the biggest thing, Anthony, is what you just said is, we can have high standards, but when things don't go our way, it doesn't mean that we have to become nasty fans and toxic and all that like that. And I understand that you're never going to lower your expectations for Kentucky basketball. That's all true and everything, but it's still, I think it's a way to do everything, and just being toxic and just acting any kind of way. I don't think that's going to, get it for sure. uh Imperial, the smart alert. It told me to go to Chris Adams' podcast. I do watch Chris Adams. He's one of the smartest guys I've ever listened to. Well, I hope he's saying that Kentucky's going to be okay then. Chris, I hope so. There's some pretty smart people out there who do this. Florida's a dirty team, man. They are. I mean, Florida got our number. They do. I think I was shocked to see Alabama get beat by Ole Miss. I don't think many people was expecting it, and that just draws me back to my point. Everyone is that any given night, the better the better team doesn't always win the ball game. I'm I mean, let's just put that out there. If Vandy and Florida plays 10 times, Florida probably wins twice. If and that's no shade on Vandy. All I'm saying is on any given night, and this right here was the day that Florida was the better team on the basketball court by a long shot. Um, you know, it goes like that. I mean, look at Arkansas; they barely got by Ole Miss. That just goes a lot to show, man, that it's like all we got to do is just give it our very best, and we can show up, and maybe, just maybe, something good can come out of this for sure. Favorite. Hey, Larry, good to see you. Clyde Hurd, good to see you as well too. I'm smart. I'm smart, Alec. Now, where's that at? I'm a smart Alec, a man that called Kentucky fan and Kentucky family names have problems. Kentucky till you die. Good to see you, ma'am. Absolutely good to see you. McVeigh, it's always good to see you too as well. I was going to go earlier today, but I was like, you know what? Why go live? A lot of people's just watching sports. They just kind of hanging out with family today and everything. And once I knew that I wasn't going to work, I was like, you know what? Let me just jump online for a couple of minutes, guys, and let me just hang out with the family. I felt kind of lonely without you guys, man. I did. Um, Big Mike, Florida got what was coming to them. Yes, they did. They got a dose of the humbleness. Now, my only question about Florida is it was that the loss they needed to humble? And then if so, what do they do after this when they get in the tournament? Are they about to run through people because now they're angry because they let Vandy come in and beat them? And once again, this is never throwing any shade on Vandy. I think Vandy has a solid team this year. I don't know what Vandy's going to do in March Madness, but today Vandy showed up and Vandy won the ball game earlier. So I guess my question is everybody rooting for Vandy against Arkansas? If I'm if I know everyone correctly, I'm pretty sure everyone's a Vandy fan tomorrow with the SEC championship game. Let's get, I got my reasons why I don't want Vandy to win. I'm all right, but I won't be disappointed if Vandy wins the ball game. Yes, this was the loss they needed. I I think so too, man. I think it's one of those games where Florida's like, okay, we can be beat. So let's get grounded again and let's go out and let's play some solid basketball. Florida's a good team. And Kentucky never could turn that corner, and we never could do enough that was able to. But once you get out rebounded 50 to 29, you ain't winning that ball game. I don't care what you do, because Florida got and for Florida to out rebound Kentucky the way they did, and they only beat us by 8 points. Kentucky still is a solid team, even without JQ. Like, I don't even put JQ into the equation, because I won't believe that until they announce him coming into the ball game. I won't. So I don't even think about JQ being a part of the team, and that's not in a negative way. But he's not healthy, or he doesn't seem to be healthy right now. So I look at the guys that we got in place, and if those guys are showing up and playing the best quality ball, and look, if you're shooting threes and you ain't making them, stop. Just don't do that. Don't keep shooting threes and hitting the front of the rim. Don't do that. Okay. Don't feel like you got to get yours. All this me ball, I got to get my shot up. I got to show people that I can contribute. I got to show people that I can knock down an outside shot. No, stop that. If it ain't your night, it's not your night. Find something else effectively to do to help your team. Go crash the board. Go do something. Guard. Play better defense. You got to do something. You can't just sit there and just rely on your three-point shooting all night if it's not falling. Be smart about winning these ball games. One and done, guys. It's sad. We're going to make a run, okay? We're going to make a run. I asked a question earlier. If we make it to the Sweet 16 this year, is it overachieving, or are we supposed to make the Sweet 16 with the team we got right now? Let me know you guys' answer down below. Love you. Love my Wildcats. No matter. Golden is a weasel. Big Blue 606. I'm with you on it. Yes, sir. I don't usually call people names, but I got you. Let's do it. For real. Well, Florida for 33 free throws against Kentucky. Florida had 16 turnovers. Yeah. Well, Florida for 33 free throws against Kentucky's against Florida. Florida had 16 turnovers. Yeah, but we didn't capitalize off of that. Florida capitalized off all of our turnovers. We didn't really capitalize. Well, yes, we did in the second half. For sure, we capitalized off of their turnovers, and we made the most of them. I love the show, and Kentucky can play with anybody. Let me throw this up right here. I gotta make it a little bit longer so we can see that. 1 second. There you go. Well, I thought I put it up there. There you go. I love the show, and Kentucky can play with anybody. We have a coach in Mark Pope who lost his point guard and changed the cat style in season. If we shoot well, we can beat any team. The ball just wouldn't go in the other night, man. It is what it is. I mean, we did everything we could, but pushed the ball down, up on the rim. Shots just went in and just came out, and we had multiple shots like that. But we still can. It still cannot be such a lopsided rebounding game as well, too. Like, I didn't even. I know Florida was getting a lot of rebounds, but when someone brought it to my attention during the postgame show against Florida that we was out rebounded 50 to 29, I knew then. I mean, if we won that ball game and got out rebounded like that, I would say just go ahead and just pencil Kentucky in for the Final Four, because that right there would have been an amazing win by Kentucky if they would have pulled that off with being such a lopsided rebounded ball game. But we're good. Kentucky's good, and I know a lot of people has already written off Kentucky. I know a lot of people has already written off Coach Pope, and that's cool. I don't have any issues with that. I love people's opinions. I love people being able to freely voice their thoughts or whatever, and not being criticized because they don't feel the same way I feel. I just decided, laying in the bed, that I'm going to believe in my Kentucky Wildcats, and I can't look at what happened in the past. I gotta just say it's a new season. Everybody out there on that floor. Look, Michigan barely got by Wisconsin. Duke didn't blow out Clemson. the Big Ten, Michigan and Purdue's got to play for, you know what I'm saying, for the Big Ten championship. There's a lot that goes into this thing, man, and we just got to stay locked in. And young men and young women play differently when the game is and when there are the seasons and when everything is on the line. And we're hoping that Kentucky is no exception to that rule. We understand that this is Denzel's and Ortega's last go around. Do they want the season to be over? Now, here's the thing with Ortega. Somebody can please help me with this, with the Ortega situation, okay? Please do. I know Ortega's our guy. I know he's the only guy really on the team right now that has opportunity to go pro. And that pro may be in the middle to the end of it. It may, I don't know if it's the first round, but I think he'll get picked up by somebody. I think he's good enough for that. My thing is this. He's got to go out there, and I hope he doesn't feel like, and once again, I know it's this or it could be his last college basketball game, which it won't be. But I hope he goes out there and willing to be a team player in this ball game. We can't afford one person to go out there and try to beat. Kentucky's not built like that. Kentucky's not good enough for one person to go out there. We don't have a first and 1 through 3 lottery pick that's going to the league this year that could just take over a game. Is Ortega our guy? Yes, I understand that. But we got to get everybody involved, man. And that's why I don't want anybody taking any selfish shots just to get their shots up. And let me tell you, our big men, we're going to have to play out of our mind in these games. Every game, we're going to have to show up. Malachi's going to have to play like he's a junior. Garrison's going to have to play like he's a super senior. Mo D's going to – see, that's the thing with Mo D. Mo D's going to show up. I'm not worried about Mo D showing up with the energy and with the and out there on the floor giving his everything. Mo D's going to show up. If we could just get that from Jelovich, if we could just get that from BG, and Cam's going to come in, and Cam's going to play good as too. I still question his foot. I know the doctors and him, they all say that it's all good to go. But when you hurt your foot and you have surgery, you're going to have that in the back of your mind that, can I really make this cut? Can I really go all in? So, when you do that, it will put like a little pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? As far as, okay, can I really do this? Really? And then you test it. Okay, it feels good. Let me test it again. So this is going to be a test of who Kentucky Wildcats is this year. And can we go out there and can we find a way to win? Now, right now, it looks the Hurley crowd. UConn won today, didn't they? Didn't they win in the because I think so. Is the SEC tournament the only one left? I don't think the SEC tournament is the only one left for Sunday. I think it's just some more games that's being played tomorrow. I know the SEC is one of the last ones to play, but Selection Sunday's tomorrow. Ooh, it is, ain't it? So where do we get, guys? And let me ask you guys a question. Let's start with the negative part of it. What's the worst case scenario for Kentucky basketball in Selection Sunday? Where do we really don't want to be at that may be such a really, really hard for us to advance? And then we'll cover the other part after that. These are the two questions that I want to ask on this show. The first question is, what's going to be the most challenging part for us if we get selected where? I look like right now we're hovering around a 7 seed line. I'm okay with that. I don't have any issues with that. So where do we not want to be at? Hey, we don't want to be in the Connecticut got punked by. Ooh, they did. Okay, I didn't see that score. Okay, appreciate that. Who is that? Danny Mays. Let me throw that up on the screen because you answered it for me. I appreciate that. Let me put that up there. Hold on for a second. I don't want to lose it. Change this right here. Danny Mays, appreciate that, man. Thanks for that update. 7 seed is the absolute worst case. Really? So if 7 is the worst case, why is it 7 in what region? I guess I should say St. John's making noise for real. we cannot play a 2 seed if we win the first round. So 7 seed, we don't want to be a 7 seed. Is that what you guys are saying? I see some people saying 8 or 9. Our win against St. John's looks very good with them winning. Cool. Yes, absolutely. No hero ball, please. Jenny, that's exactly what I was talking about. Not, I'm starting at the top with Ortega because I think he has to set the tone with no hero ball. I think that's where it starts at. And when he's doing it, see, when Ortega starts playing hero ball, then nobody else is gonna get the ball. So therefore, it's when he's doing that, when somebody else do get the ball, well, I better make a shot. I better get my shot up because if Ortega gets the ball in his hand, we ain't getting it. Because he's either gonna make a shot, he's gonna go up for a shot, or he's gonna turn it over. And he's supposed to be our leader. So if you are a leader out there, you got to set the tone of just, look, I might not be making my shots, but I got to create to get other guys involved. And if you don't do that, bro, it's going to be a lot of one and downs, one shot up and right back down the court. And we're not going to have a chance because the team's going to get out and run in transition. These teams are playing for their lives. These young men are playing for their lives. They know that if they lose and walk off the floor as a senior, I am done. There is no guarantee that nobody's going to pick me up overseas, anywhere, no G League or anything. These guys are playing for everything. They playing for keeps, and we got to have that same attitude. And I hope Ortega just does not play hero ball. Now, if Ortega gets hot and he's doing his thing, I'm all for that. You got to feed the guy that's hot. I'm with that. But if you're not, don't force things. Don't just go into the middle just to make turnovers. That drives me insane. It does. 7 is not reasonable. It's a terrible spot for us to be in. Now, Skyburrow, let me ask you a question on that since you seem pretty adamant about not getting a 7 seed. Does a 7 seed, is that based off the region where we're playing at, or does it matter what? Just no matter what, we don't want to be a 7 seed anywhere across the board. Let me know your response. It's the best we'll get is a 7 seed. Okay. Is it any possible way to get a 6 seed? Do you guys see us doing that? The mock that I've seen is UK 7 versus UCF number 10, and UConn is a number 2 team. Hey Anthony Harper? Was that the bracket the bracket that you saw? Was that with number 1 was Duke? I think Duke was number 1 in that bracket. I think I took a screenshot of it earlier today for the one that I saw, but I think it was on the 13th is when I actually saw that. Let me see if I can bring that up for a second. Well, thought I did. Did I delete it? Oh no. Let me see. Go back. Go photos. Yeah, right here. So I'm looking at this right here in North Carolina. And they actually had us, the last one that I saw, and I haven't looked since I woke up. The last one I saw is that we was in the West region, and our number 1 was Arizona, and number 2 was Illinois. It doesn't matter because it would mean we're playing a 2 seed if we win the first round. What case would that be good for us? I get it, man. We will play Santa Clara. We got 7 seed people. 7 seed, and who is that? Who put that out? Click on ESPN. I'll do that, okay, Doug? I will definitely Google that and click on that. But Kentucky's going to win a game, man. Kentucky is going to win a game. So it seems like no one right now, because I think that makes sense. If we are 7 seed, we got to play a 2 seed. If we are 8 seed, we got to play number 9. If we win, we got to play. Well, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference if we 8 or 9, because if we are 8 or 9, then we got to turn around and play a number 1. So I guess, would you rather be a number 7 and play a number 2 instead of playing a number 1? I mean, all the number 1s are really good. And I would surely they wouldn't put us in Florida's bracket, though. Florida's going to get a number 1 seed. But even if we're number 7, and we got to play a number 2 seed, I like that better than playing, unless you guys want to go all the way down and play be 11 seed, or if we get a 6 seed, we'll be straight, because then we got to play a 3 seed if we win our first ball game. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but the 7th seed may play the number 2 seed in the second round game. I think I need, yes, that is the case, Andy Ship. I'm looking at it right now at the games, how they flow. And that's exactly right. If Kentucky is if they are a number 2 seed, then they will have to play the winner of, if that was the case, Illinois versus Tennessee State, which we know Illinois is going to win that ball game. So this is exciting. I mean, let's just call March what it is. This is exciting, and anything can happen. It's breaking news. Kentucky Wildcats is going to make a run. You guys didn't know that? Come on, man. I knew y'all knew that. Somebody tell me that y'all knew that. We will play UConn. Well, UConn right now. Who's UConn's number 1? Let me see. Ooh, then that puts us over here in. No, not that one. No, they got Michigan State as a number 2, and Dukes. Who's right here? Connecticut. Who's the number 1? Then if they put us at UConn as our number 2, then that means we're gonna be back in Florida's bracket. I don't want. I hate to say that as a Wildcat fan. You know what? Freak that. You want to put us back in Florida's bracket with UConn as a number 2? Put us back in the Florida bracket. I'm all right with that. We won't have to see them until far down the road anyway. So put us in that bracket. I'm good with that. You probably not. We won't get a 6 seed. 6 seed would be good, but even if you get a 6 seed, you still got to play the number 3 if you win the first ball game. And all across the board right now, all the 3 seeds that we're looking at is Alabama. What they got beat. So I'm not sure if they're going to make a number 3 seed after all. But if they did put them in number 3, then you got the number 3s are Alabama, Gonzaga, Nebraska, and Iowa State. Those are still not good choices. I mean, let's just be real. They're not. They updated the bracket. So let me go look over here for a second, guys. Let me see. ESPN bracketology. ESPN bracketology. Let me see the latest. Yes, sir. I should have pulled that up, man. Okay, so they ain't got the teams up there just yet. They ain't got the trajectory bracketology. Let me see. Let me see what they got. Let me look over here for a minute, guys. Yeah, bracket watch. Duke top overall bracket watch. Duke overall number 1 seed. Texas last team in, and Oklahoma first team out. So this is what we got right now going in. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can actually. You guys bear with me. I got to get creative here for you guys. Yes, sir. Let's see if I need to share the screen first. Share the screen. Let me see. Share the screen. And what do I want? I'll share the screen, and what I want is this right here. This right here. Share the screen with this. So this is the latest one that I have updated. If you hope you guys can see this, let me see if I can change my my what's the name? Yeah, I need to get back over here to here. Okay, I can't really do that. Let me throw this right back up here on the screen. All right, so here we are. Let's see if I can make this right here a little bit bigger. Let me go to this right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I know it's small because I can barely see it. But right now, if we look at it, we would be actually, where's Kentucky at? Let me see. Kentucky would be who's our number right here. That means Michigan's going to be our number 1 then. Is Kentucky in this bracket? Kentucky's not in this bracket. Not in the Midwest or not. Right now, they got Kentucky with Duke as a Duke's number 1, Iowa State number 2. First game, sir, Santa Clara right here. And that's tough. I mean, it's Iowa State is beatable. They are. Those guys are beatable. They're really, really good. But I think out of the Big 12, I think that's a tough matchup for Kentucky. It's just that's going to be a lot of guard play for us. And can our bigs and will we be on point? That's what I want to see. Is our Wildcats ready to play some basketball? Because that's us right there. How do you guys now? Iowa State, Dickie V, and Joe Little and I both taking cheap shots at UK and Coach Pope. We need to use that kind of disrespect to motivate. Absolutely, Danny Mays. We do. And these guys are taking shots at us really, really, really freely. That's for sure. So let's see if Kentucky can. Let's see what they can do. I'm curious after the Vanderbilt win, where do they? So they got Vandy in us as a number 4. So they would have to face. Let me turn this down a little bit. I heard a little bit in my ear. Turn this down. They got Vandy as a what's name as a number 4 in our bracket. That's crazy, but Vandy's earned it. Kentucky hasn't, so why not? Let's just they got to play. They have to play Northern Iowa. Hope they just moved up one block. Kentucky is pretty solid. Down here in the South region, we got Florida as the number 1, and we got Houston as our number 2, and we got Arizona as the number 1, and we got Michigan State. But Michigan State didn't even win their conference title, so how they gonna get a number 2? But I guess that just goes to show that the conference championship games don't really carry a whole lot of weight because they've already plugged these guys in as being the teams. Um, man, dude, man, we got Louisville in our bracket. I'm just seeing that too. We got Missouri again, and Illinois. That's a hard bracket, man. That's a hard bracket for Kentucky, but we ain't scared. We gonna do our thing, yes, sir. We gonna do our thing. That's just what we do. So let's see what we can do right here. Let's see if Kentucky can go on a run, win some ball games. But this ain't gonna be easy, man, dude. We already played St. John's. We've already played Vandy. We've already played Louisville. We've already played Missouri. Oh my goodness, we got to play all them teams again. Well, we want to see them all, so that's a good thing about it. If we beat Iowa State number 2 round, we would be in the Sweet 16. Dougie, do you think so? Here's the something. I asked the worst case scenario for Kentucky in March Madness. Now let me ask you guys the best case scenario for the Wildcats. Is the best case is somehow we can maybe get a 6? I don't know if we can because right now it looks like Kentucky is hanging in there pretty consistently as a 7th seed on the line. Gotta make sure work is not texting me, guys. Sorry about this. Make sure. Good to go. Yep. Submit your time. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta make sure that I'm not in that list. Let me see. Omar. Nope, I'm good with that. I don't have to submit my time just yet. But look like we in here. I think BBN is petrified. so what's the once again, guys? What's the best case scenario? I asked the worst case scenario, and everybody seems to be that the 7 is pretty horrible if we get the 7 seed. I think if we were to beat Florida, I think we would have maybe moved up to I think we could have had the chance to move up to a 6 seed if that was the case, if we would have beat Florida. But we didn't. So now we got to take care of business in St. Louis. BBN is going to travel. BBN is going to travel. That they're going to be a little tense. Can we get past, Santa Clara? Is that going to be a team that's going to just surprise us? And, you got a 7 out of 10. Matter of fact, who's the 12 and the 5 in St. John's and Akron? That's interesting. Arkansas has McNeese because they're going to be number 5 over in the Midwest. Interesting. North Carolina, they're limping into it, so they got to play South Florida. If South Florida shows up and gets hot, maybe they can win that ball game. This is why March Madness is so. This is why it's just so special, is because of if you don't show up to play, you don't have to be the better team that day. I mean, you don't have to be the best team to be able to get beat. And who? Chris says, does anybody put this right here? I'm gonna throw this up for Chris, okay, so Chris can get his answer because I know how you guys know your stuff. Does anyone know if JQ might play? It's anyone trashing Pope and the team? We haven't had a full roster, and if we had a full roster all year, our record would be way different. I'm with you there, Chris, for sure. I don't personally know anything. They kind of throwing it out there that JQ may be ready for it. I don't know if that's the first game. I don't know if that's if we win the first game, but I guess if he can play, you can't really say if we make it to the second ball game. He's going to have to go. And if he can go and give you a couple of minutes in there and just be aggressive out there for us, we're not looking. I don't think we're looking for JQ to be a scorer. I don't think that's what we need JQ for. We need him to be a top-notch rim protector. That's for sure. BBN, stop being petrified. We can do this. Have faith. Let's go. Bobby Turner is the motivational speech for the night. Throw it up on the screen. I like it. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. We ain't scared. We calling out people. That's why I said. That's the reason why I said, guys, Kentucky's going to be all right. Once again, in my book right here, what I wrote about in the first chapter is heavy lift. We got a lot of heavy lifting to do before we can get to where we're trying to go at, but it's not impossible, people. It's not impossible that Kentucky, it's not impossible that Kentucky can do some special things. It's not. And will they? I don't know. Do I believe they can? I do. Will I stop believing? No, I won't. Will I be disappointed at some of the things they do on the court? Yes, I will. But I'm still going to believe that this team can find a way to get it done. And I got to just put my differences aside on what I feel about who might do what. I got to put my differences aside about if I believe in Coach Pope or not. I just got to go out and just represent just the name of the jersey, which says Kentucky. And that's what I'm cheering for. But I want the success of these young men so bad. I do. JQ playing would be awesome. The St. John's game showed what team we would have been with all of our players. Chris, you're right, man. Yep. So we appreciate you. I'm not scared. Who is saying that BBN had been doing this for years? Me for 33 years as a fan. Let me acknowledge that. Who threw that up there? Kentucky till I die. 33 years as a fan. It's a long time. Absolutely. So she has 33 years. Anybody got longer than 33? Who got longer than 33 in the chat right now? Who's been a fan for 40? Who's been a fan for 34 plus years? Let's do it. That's how the bracket. I was glad what region we got in. I look at it. I'd be like, let's just go ball. That's all we can do. And you know that the players are looking at this, and the players are like, we can do this. You want us to play UConn in the second ball game? If we win after terminology in this is huge. You want us to play UConn after we beat our first game? Bring it on. You may tell me I'm gonna let UConn stop me from getting to the Sweet 16? Let's see what happens. 35 years. So we got 35 years right here. So we got Danny Mays got 62 years. Anybody got 63? Can I hear 63 one time? Anybody got 63 in here? I wish you, Big Mike. We got 38 in here. We got 35 in here. Anthony says 38. AFO says 35. Okay. But right now, Danny Mays says 62. 62. We got anybody in here with 60? Okay, Vince Barrett, he got 60 years up under his belt. I got you. All right, 60 years. But still, right now, who is it? Danny Mays got 62. So he's my man. He's the as we say, Danny Mays is the old cat in the house tonight. he's Danny Mays is running things. So Mr. Mays, salute to you. You the man tonight. We got 48. Somebody says 27. Ooh. Well, Jake, you old there, big guy. Hey, welcome to 2026. You made it another year, my friend. For real. Chris says I started being a fan in 88. I was 8 years old. My dad took me and my brother to Freedom Hall to see Kentucky play. I believe it was Notre Dame. UK had King Rex then. That's when I became a fan. Absolutely. Ooh, Kevin, you just missed Danny. Ooh, Danny got you by 1 year. Ooh, that's wow. Almost. Man, lots of Cincinnati players hitting the portal. Their coach got fired. Anybody we should go look at? Anybody from Cincinnati that we should go take a look at? Let's see. I can't stand people saying we are a relic basketball school. irrelevant. Uh, We all right, man. Kentucky's okay. I mean, I think at the end of the day, when you go back and when you look at everything that's going on, I think you have to put it what Kentucky has did this year in somewhat of a perspective. My thing is some games we just didn't feel like that they gave effort. And when because look, when we seen one thing about our cats is when they come out and they clicking on all cylinders, our Wildcats with the personnel that we have, our Wildcats are good. They are really, really a good team even with the guys that are hurt. We played some good games even when Cam was hurt. So we're a really good team. I think our biggest thing is that's why people call them the unpredictables because one game they're gonna come out and they're gonna look like we get ready to make a major run, and then they come out the next game and look like well we don't feel like it tonight. We just tonight's just not the night. I hurt my pinky toe or you know what I'm saying. So it's like we didn't and losing is not the problem. Teams are going to lose every day. We get that. But when you don't come out as a team and you don't put forth the effort and you just come out and you just act like it's just another night, it's never another night when you put on a Kentucky uniform. It's never just a day off when you put on a Kentucky uniform. Every time you strap it up, it's time to go. Like lose, okay, but you better go down fighting and you better play smart basketball. That's the part that we want as BBN is that we want to see guys hustle every single night and act like it matters every night. Don't just go out there. We don't get a call. We put our head down. We jog back down court. Come on, man. Like this has got to be all out 40-minute basketball more than ever. And if we can't do that, then we in big time trouble. My best friend pays for my ESPN streaming. She's got me hooked. Huh, OG Wendy. I'm all right with that. Hey, what's your friend's name so we can give her a shout out? James James Cruz. I think it's James Cruz, 2010. Any recruiting updates? No, unfortunately not. And that's the sad part. But once again, Cincinnati coaches just got fired. A lot of guys may be hitting the portal. So believe me, it's going to ramp up really, really fast. Jimmy and Leah, who does the recruiting shows and the pregame shows and the Wednesday night shows. Well, Wednesday night shows is actually the recruiting shows. But those guys, they will definitely, as they get information, as they hear anything, then they will definitely bring it to you guys to hear as well too. Three guards, that's what wins championships. I can't count Jasper as a guard, man. Two guard, but I can't count him as a point guard. I right now, and I don't want to be disrespectful to the young man because I feel he's trying, but I just don't have faith in him when the ball's in his hand right now. Now, when he's wide open and when his mind is not focused on I got to control the ball, I think he's really good. But yeah, he's not in Jasper. You're not in high school no more, bro. You're just not. You got to play a different. You got to play a different type of ball in college, and guys, dudes, grown men are gonna be in your face, and they're gonna put their body on you. So in the off season, get bigger, put some weight on, work on your game, and let's get a true point guard here. Let's get about 2 to 3 true point guards here at Kentucky, so we can have a backup. Cal is not the best. Not the best Kentucky had. Patino is. Benjamin Bush, good to see you in the room, man. Let's see. Patino by far is the best we had since Adolph Rupp. Cal would be third because he didn't care about the program. Somebody said Cal's a chump. Our big guys are not Turpin, Bout Boy, and Walker. Those guys was built different back in the day, though. Let's be real. I mean, those guys could take a hit and they get up and they keep playing. I'll it's just like I mean, the game has changed. It has evolved. The game is definitely much faster now with the talent on the floor, but then it's also has kind of taken off of being where it's not as physical. Guys can't take the physicality of it. Let's see, 1 second. I gotta make sure that I'm keeping up to date with what's going on. Okay, Lee. All right, so I already did that. Cool. AKC Center training. I'm done with that. Yep, done. No training for me. I finished my training this week. Will Anthony Harper throws a question up, and let's see if we all can answer his question for us. His question is, um, will UK be able to play defense? That Florida game was a joke, and I know people hate talking about it, but it's facts. If UK can play D, I like our chances to get um, to the Sweet 16. How do you guys feel about that comment right there? You guys feel like Kentucky, if it, you feel like we got enough in us that we can get to the Sweet 16? I believe we can get to the Sweet 16. I do. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely, it's not going to be easy. Tell them what it is, big dog. Hey, JT 1765, good to see you in the room. Kentucky fans act like Patino. uh, the game is worse because how it's called, no travel charge, and everyone flops a sub. It's kind of like you kind of take your good with the bad, and I think that's what with how it is. I agree. It's a lot of things that are different, not necessarily for the best, not necessarily for the worst, but there's some things that we miss about college basketball that we don't see now. More of it is a lot of pride. Back in the day, guys really had pride in, no matter what school you went to, guys really took a lot of pride in that school. Um, i.e., the transfer portal. People just wasn't hopping around college basketball just because their finger hurt or just because they got their feelings hurt, and they didn't get the 10 minutes in a ball game. So now I got to leave and go somewhere else. We didn't do that then. Back in the day, all the guys that played college basketball, they stayed around and they fought. They fought really hard for that playing time, and it meant something to them. So when you fought and when you earned that playing time, it meant something to you. It wasn't I'm obligated or you just gonna just play me these minutes. Back then, guys wanted to say, I want to earn my spot. And when they earned it, then they went on the floor and they showed why they earned it or how they earned it by playing hard basketball. Now I will admit it's a lot of entitlement going on now. And it's a lot of, can you promise me 25, 30 minutes of ball game? Dude, how can I promise you 25, 30 minutes of ball game and you won't even rebound? Yo, no, nope, not today. Cause injuries, and we've been playing through this season. Kentucky's all right, man, for real. I mean, you take the teams that if you take if you take big time players off a lot of these teams, and look, we didn't beat this up all season, so there's no need to beating this up now. But it's the fact, and I think if you ask anybody out there for any other teams, they'll tell you. I was talking to my cousin Chris Savage. He's called into the show quite a few times as well. And me and him was talking, and we was like, "What would Duke look like if if the Bruiser guy, young man, got hurt and couldn't play?" He's a diehard Duke fan, loves Duke, but it didn't take him but 1 second to answer the question. We would be hurting if Duke lost that one player. They would be hurting, and we've been losing guys all year. They've been going out, coming back in, going out, never coming back, never coming. So we've been going through a lot of things. Once again, I say this: we get upset as Kentucky fans because guys don't always come out and give full effort every single night. That's what we get upset about, not the loss. The loss hurts. We don't want to lose, but we're not ignorant and saying to ourselves, Kentucky's going 40-0 every single year. No, we're never gonna feel like that. But we are gonna hold our guys accountable for when you don't go out and give it your best. We will hold Coach Pope responsible when he's on the sideline and he looks like he doesn't know how to fix the problems. We will harp on that. We will harp on it when he's taking a guy who's playing solid basketball out of the ball game and you don't understand why. And now we fall off. I get guys need rest. This is one and done now, man. You gotta deal with the rest once the game is over. If you win, you can worry about that later. You just have to. We got to go all out, and we got to win some games. All you got to do is get hot. That's all you got to do is just get hot. Can we get hot? Enough ball games to make it somewhere. Effort goes. Chris Sloan, you are 1,000%. Effort goes a long way, and I think that's where a lot of our anger comes from as Kentucky fans with this team is, yes, guys, we're playing against teams that has their whole full roster. We get all of that. But if you don't give effort, that's just unacceptable. You got to give effort every single night. Does it look like guys are some? Yeah, some guys show up every single night, but it's just like we question guys who shouldn't be getting 0-0-0 across the stat books in a game. I shouldn't look across certain people's names and see 0.0 rebounds, 3 turnovers. We shouldn't see that. Because otherwise, why are you playing for? Just sit down. Like, why we having that let off? But our defense has definitely got to be something that's definitely going to carry us going into, going into the tournament. Man, it's odd, man. It's just, is it me? Yeah, survive and advance is the name of the game. That's all it is. We got to do whatever we got to do. So, Coach Pope, look, man, it's gonna be guys across college basketball that's gonna play 40 minutes. They just are. They gonna have to give their team the chance to win. Kentucky's not special. Kentucky's got to do the best. I know we in this for the long haul, but right now the only game that matters is the game that we're playing right now. Because if you don't win tonight, nothing else matters. You can go to the locker room rested with a loss. I just hope Coach Pope is ready, and I believe Coach Pope is going to coach his butt off in this offseason. And I hope I hope he's somewhere in some hidden away dungeon room, just getting himself together mentally, because he's got to coach his butt off. And it ain't about feelings. Sorry, young man, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but this game is not for you. That's just the way that it has to be. And if we don't come out and play like that, guys, it's gonna be an early exit. And right now, the way I see it is, I ain't ready for an early exit. That's why I go back and ask, now that we got about 77 people, is making it to the Sweet 16 is at the ceiling? Or are we overachieving if we make it to the Sweet 16? Let me know your comments, man. Wes Miller was a coach of Cincinnati. It does make sense because he knows recruiting, NIL. Pat Riley, GM. I wish Pat Riley's is, what I'm saying? He's pretty much in the downfall of his life. He needs to go enjoy his grandkids and all of that. We need vibrant young guys who can come in and be a GM. And I'm not, like, I'm old myself. I'm older. And I'm just keeping it real. We need guys that can come in, that can communicate with these young guys and understand what they want and have that energy, because we're going to be busy. And we need people that can move on the dime, that can make those moves. And I'm just in favor of a younger GM if it's possible. Now, the best person for the job should get it. I'll be the first to tell you. But I like having a younger guy, somebody that can be on that level. I'm not talking about like 25, but I'm talking about somebody who's smart with the numbers and can communicate with these young men and young women these days. That's what I would like to see. A GM with fresh ideals, absolutely. And that's why I'm kind of not in favor of the supposedly the new AD that's taking over from Mitch Barnhart. He's already been in Mitch Barnhart's tree. He's already been in he's been getting groomed by Mitch Barnhart for a while. So now he might come in with some ideals, but let's be real. Some of those ideals are still going to be predicated based off what Mitch Barnhart been doing. And if that's the case, then we're no better off with the new guy that's been up under that's been up under Mr. Barnhart, because he's going to bring in that same attitude, and that's not what we need. We need to clean house. We just need to clean house and get some fresh ideals in here. Some real. We need just hard chat GPT. That's all we need. Kentucky do better than Sweet 16. Okay. Kentucky to you guys says she says I like Prince. Kentucky do better than the Sweet 16. We have a team. Apply, Mike. No, I can't apply. I'm sorry, big guy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That ain't for me. I gotta be real. I'm not good at that. I'm just not, because I'll be trying to tell people, look, we're gonna give you $50,000. Take it or leave it. we wouldn't have no team at all. For believe me, even the walk-ons would leave, and we don't even have walk-ons. I read Corey Evans is connected in his high school ranks. Let's get Corey. Then Corey Evans is connected in the high school ranks. Well, anybody that can is we 50 if Kentucky can box out, rebound, and get them 50-50 balls would be okay. We gotta are you are you guys nervous about selection Sunday? I mean, are you curious about, or do you, looking off the latest bracket, does really what happened in the championship games really matter based off where these numbers may move? Now, I mean, it would be a major shakeup if this is just what they want to throw out today versus what they throw out tomorrow in Selection Sunday. And also, guys, just so you guys know, Selection Sunday tomorrow night, we will be right here live, kind of looking at the brackets. Tomorrow, we're gonna take phone calls as well, and we just gonna we're gonna have fun with it. Scott Paget hit on my buddy girlfriend at clubs years ago. He's a big dude. Did he get? Did they get the girl? Why should I be optimistic going forward? Anyone? Uh, I think it's a choice, AFO. I think it's I think it's a choice. I got a choice of drinking water or drinking a Sprite. Which one am I going to choose? Am I going to go with the healthy choice, or am I going to go with what tastes really, really, really good and go with that Coke? I'm just being real. I think it's just a choice, and as a fan, I mean, you're going to watch. I mean, is anybody in here who doesn't believe in Kentucky that says I ain't watching it at all? I don't care about the selection Sunday. I don't care about where we go. I don't even care if we go to the Final Four. I'm not watching because I don't like this team. I don't think anybody's going to admit that. I don't think anybody is going to sit here and say, despite how much they don't might not like this year's team, or uh, despite how much they might not like Coach Pope, they still gonna watch the game because they love Kentucky. So why not just be optimistic? And I get it. If you're not optimistic, and if you're not excited about it, then you won't be disappointed. I want that smoke. We need a 6'10" dog. And I wish who was a Jay Runner. I was just hoping that Jelly could be that guy. Like I wish that guy could just be that guy. And I hate that it has to be a 3-point shot or nothing. Like I want to see him attack the rim. Like go to the rim, please. Let's go to the rim and get fouled. Go to the free throw line. Something. Will Stein's best recruiter I ever seen. Man, look what he's doing. We're about to get a two quarterback 2027. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can produce. You got to look at what Will Stein is doing, and you also got to look at what Alabama's doing, and you got to look at what Georgia's doing, and you got to look at what, even though Florida's hasn't been a great team, what is Florida doing? Whoa, what is Texas doing? When we can go and get some 5-star guys and bring them away from those big time universities in football, I say Will Stein's a big time coach. I'm not throwing the book at him, but I'm sorry, but it's like taking a highlighter and putting it up against a permanent marker. The permanent mark, I mean, the highlights don't get wiped out every time. So if Will Stein can go get some guys that can come here at Kentucky, and don't get me wrong, you don't have to necessarily be a 5-star, a high 4-star player to be really good. There's some there's a lot of go to nuggets out there, and if we can use them right, and if we can build them right, then I still think we could be okay. But when you are recruiting against the biggest of the biggest, and you kind of still getting decent guys, but it's a reason why they end up at Kentucky and they don't end up at Alabama. It just is. But I ain't throwing in. I'm looking forward to football season. I am. I just think looking at like what we've been seeing in football the last couple of years and the hype, and then looking at the hype in basketball, I'm optimistic, but I'm like, show me. Let me see what you got. Yeah, go after Stokes and get the best of the best in the portal. Don't expect to get them all, but at least be competitive. That's what we got to do. We got to be competitive in that portal this year. And we go get Stokes, bring a couple of guys back, which I think we will. I don't want to be called a Ferrari, but I want to say we got a team that we can possibly work with. That's what I want to hear. Biggest problem is always depth. Yep, always depth, man. It's a fall off. You get some good guys to start, but it's called injuries or fatigue. Yep. So when you go out there, when you completely recruiting against the Alabamas and the Georgias and the Tennessees and now the Vandys and the Texases and the Oklahomas, and I mean we just lost that tight end in Kentucky to Oklahoma, didn't we? You had to. That's one guy you had to keep in state. You had to find a way to get him. You couldn't keep him in state. You want to go to Oklahoma. I think he's the number 2 tight end in the country, and you let him go across the country. People get too caught up in rankings and stars. That doesn't measure heart and character. There are plenty of low league guys that become better. Absolutely, Chris. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. I do. Can we develop those guys though? I mean, let's be real. I mean, you can kind of get away with that in basketball a little bit more than you can in football. Because I mean, if you got if you got a bunch of 5-star guys out there in football, like they ain't 5 stars for no reason. Now they may not pan out to be all that great because they dominated in high school. That doesn't mean they're gonna come to college and dominate. But let's be real. If you're a 5-star, big time 5-star coming out of college, high school and football, you usually bring that over with you to college for the foremost part. Yeah. But once again, can you develop those 2, 3? I mean, look, Josh Allen's the biggest story. He came in as a nobody, and look where he's at now. One of the best players in the NFL. Guys can play football at a lower, even though they don't have all the stars. I'm not completely sold on it, but there's a lot of tangibles that come with that, and can they and will they produce? That's for sure. Ryan Crump says, I just don't understand why we are competing with SMU and Georgia with Dink Pate, especially after what he said. I love Pope, but what is he saying to these guys? I'm not sold on Dink Pate anyway. I ain't, but you know what I am sold on? I'm sold on the Kentucky Wildcats making some noise in March. That's what I'm sold on. I may be wrong. It may be a bunch of hype, but I don't like hype because there's no hype on the BBN show, Loyal BBN Fan Show, just real BBN talk. Like AP said, it's JMI. That's the problem there. Could be. I mean, JMI, man, I tell you, it's just such a bad deal. It seems like it just really is. And maybe, hopefully, for our sakes, hopefully it's not as bad. Hopefully hopefully we can find a way around all this mess. Hold on, guys. Sorry about this. All right. So King Payton is a bucket. He's a bucket, though. I get that. But here's the thing, Ryan. How's the NCAA? Is it already in black and white that these guys can come back and play and not have any issues? Because here's the thing, Ryan, with Dink Paint. If we get 3 games into the seasons and it hasn't been completely 100% finalized that these guys are legit, that these guys can play college basketball, it's no issues whatsoever. Because if we 3 games in the year and they have to come and set him down, then guess what we're out of? we're out of one player for the rest of the year. You can't go pick up somebody after that. So it's good on it's good on the outside. The optics look really good, but underneath are we gonna be okay? Are we gonna have to forfeit games because he's ineligible after the fact? Is a judge gonna shut it down? Is the NCAA gonna say, yeah, you can play him, but you're not going to March, like Alabama had to do pretty much? And if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. I don't mind being corrected. But that's what Alabama did. So as soon as NCAA starts saying, well, you might not be qualified for March, dude, you got to go. Bye. But guess what? They didn't get a replacement for it. So we already saw what it's like to have JQ on the team, and we can't go out and get a replacement for JQ to come and play. We just got an empty spot over there. That's one less man we got. We're not going to get anybody else to replace him in mid-season. So I don't want to take a chance on him or any other G League player if it's not finalized. And they said that this is 100% completely legit. There's no issues. You can be in March Madness. Whatever games you win, you get to keep them. None of that. So show me that is legit, and we can go get Dick Paint. I'm okay with that. But I don't want to bring – we can't afford to bring a body in here, and then that's the same thing as an injury. We lost him. He's gone for the year. See you later. Well, what if we would have think, you know what I'm saying? Maybe our year would be a whole lot better. If we had JQ, that year could have been a whole lot better. But we don't have that body, and I'm terrified of losing. I'm terrified of losing another body, and there's no replacements coming in for it. It ain't like Major League Baseball when you can put a guy on the IL and call up somebody from the minors or the NBA or the NFL who somebody gets hurt, put him on the injured reserve, and then call somebody up. College, you lose a guy, he's just gone, and he ain't even hurt. He's just ineligible. I don't want to take that chance. I hope the JMI women doesn't become the AD. Man, that would be a double whammy, wouldn't it? Don't need any injured players from the portal. No injured players from the portal. And once again, I love JQ. I wish JQ could play. I wish he was healthy. I wish him the best in his future, whatever he decides to do. But I don't want no more injured players. Like, I would put these players through so much of a rigorous physical. Are you hurt? Don't lie to me. Because don't lie to me. Are you hurt? We're going to look through. I don't care about the 1974 Privacy Act. We're going to look through everything. We're going to break this down. You got to be healthy coming into camp. Now, things happen when guys get into camp. We know that. But when you walk through the door, you walking through the door, walking right onto the court and hitting practice. Not just out there just doing, not out there rehabbing. I think it's the same situation as the guy at Baylor who got cleared. So what happened? What was the situation with the guy that went to Alabama? The NCAA started throwing around ineligibility and maybe not making it to March Madness, and they let him go. So somebody who's educated in this, let me know what's the difference between Baylor and the guy at what's the name at Alabama. What was the difference and what was the key? What was a key factor in deciding that this guy can play, but this guy can't play? Payback for beating us in football and yeah, JT word. If so, we got to get him. I agree. That's what I've also heard. UK basketball better. Hope so. Think in some situations that the guy is in the same situation as now. Dink didn't sign from my understanding, Dink didn't sign a two-way deal or anything like that. I think he just went straight to the G League. So I do know that about him, if I'm correct once again, that he didn't get tied up in any kind of like side contracts. So maybe that's a big difference in what the other guy did at Alabama. Yep, two-way contract, undrafted, way different than the Alabama guy. Okay. So thanks, JT. I appreciate you guys clarify that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And that's what I love about this show, man. You guys always step up with the information, and I appreciate it. This year's team plays up and plays down to competition. Makes me way more nervous about first game in tourney than a potential second round. Hey, Mac Holly, good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. He had signed a contract and played in an actual NBA game. The other guy didn't play in the NBA game. So Skilled Dragon. Good to see you, brother. Um, so Dink hasn't played in an NBA game, right? He didn't sign a contract, and none of that is none of he didn't do any of that. Now, if that's the case, and I appreciate that, Skilled Dragon. Skilled Dragon is the guy that keeps me up to date on where we at for likes. Tonight's wasn't a night really for likes. I just was lonely. I just wanted to come live and talk to you guys. March is in the air, and I wanted to hang out with you guys. It is a late show. It is a Saturday night, so most people don't have anything to really do on Sunday. So I was like, you know what? It's late, better than ever. Let me go ahead and turn this camera on and let's hang out as a family. Why can't we get out of the JMI thing? JMI sitting back like, I got him. I got him. Hook, letter, and everything else. He was the Ignite team, right? And that went away. Okay. No, just G League. Okay, that's good. Then one thing for sure, if they can put together two good games, Sweet 16 bound. At number two, if we stay at the number 7 seed, we know we got to play number 2 if we win and if they win too. So we're definitely hoping for number 2 to go down. That would be good for us as well. Please do. Badaku gave up his eligibility and then came back done for Oats to try it. Okay. So I guess it's hey Wild Kentucky Tomcat. Appreciate that. For that information. I'm Jalen. I am Jalen Lowe. I'll be back next year. Ooh, that's a good question, guys. I know we still got to get with March and we still got to win some games, and we're in the stretch of the year, and this is important to us. But 62, by the way, and 72 watching. Cool. 62 likes. I appreciate it, guys. Everybody in here who's smashed that like button. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much, and give Skill Dragon a big shout out for keeping us up to date. Two threes as well. Yeah. So had 8 blocks against Puke. Puke up 1 with 3 minutes to go. The ACC championship game is on right now, and they're playing Virginia. Oh, did he go to Virginia? Wow. Come on, man. Come on. I want Duke to lose. Duke is still gonna get number 1. They don't have to win it. But people want Duke to win it. So Duke don't get the calls. Let's just keep it 100 with everybody, please. Done. Yep. I'm done with that. I'm going to church on Sunday. Praise Jesus. Yes, Wild Kentucky, praise Jesus. Pray for me too, okay? Make sure you keep me in your prayers. Absolutely. JQ back. Hope so. I wish, Larry. I've heard Lowe and Hawthorne had said they were coming back. I'm not 100% for sure, though. I know that Hawthorne has put it out there publicly. From my understanding, Leah broke the record. She broke the story here on the Loyal BB and Fan Show that he actually publicly put it out that he's coming back. No, it's nice when I want Duke to lose. I do. And once again, CBS Sports is always just screw stuff up, bro. Always. Let's see, ACC. Come on, man. With 2 minutes to go. Come on, UVA. Come on, baby. Virginia's making a push too this year. It's gonna be fun, man. I take Iowa State out of all of them. Out of the number 2 teams, man, Iowa State's good though. They are, bro. See, I don't expect Texas Tech to do a whole lot. They lost their guy. So, must be a timeout. Come on, UVA. Let's get this game, man. Let's beat Duke. I'm good with that. Hawthorne is very skilled. I think he'll be great. If I was him, bro, I would be working on getting stronger every day. Like I just, man, my weight room game would be on point. I would just be there. I would live in the gym. I would just lift weights all day. Give me. Who was that we had that was Was that which player did we have at Kentucky that they were trying to put weight on? That they was giving him like 15, like all these calories a day to eat. Was it a BCA who they put on this diet? They were trying to put weight on him. I can't remember the player that it was. You want Duke to you want Duke to lose. I want Arkansas to lose. So yeah, that's crazy, man. Like man, dude. I have to hear Vandy Chris's mouth if they win the SEC championship. See, here's the thing. Vandy beat the 2012 team in the SEC in the SEC. They knocked out Kentucky in the SEC tournament. Kentucky went on to win it, and I think Vandy went on to win the championship tournament too as well. Does that mean Florida's going to win because Vandy knocked them out? We look at any little superstitious things in the world to go back and just do it. It was Scal, yep, who we tried to just stuff. Man, they need to hook up some IVs and just put liquid weights in Hawthorne. So it be Low, Hawthorne, Chandler, Cam, and Malachi. Only ones I know be coming back. I don't know why I feel so. I think Jelly's gone. I don't have any inside sources. I don't know anything, but I just kind of feel like he's gone. Same for Jasper. I just feel like I would be shocked if Jasper comes back. But the key to Jasper coming back is Coach Pope has got to set that young man up for success, and he's got to be able to keep this. He's got to take the point guard duties off his plate, period. How do you do that? You got to bring in 3-point guards. You got to have 3 solid. If Coach Pope don't know anything else, we need a rim protector. I think Garrison might leave too. I don't know. I hope Mo D comes back. I hope Jasper comes back. I do. I hope he comes back. That'd be a long shot for JQ to come back. But I mean, if I'm just saying, I get it. JQ's gonna make a lot of money in the NBA. I understand all of that. But if I was JQ, I'm coming back to college for one more year. I would come back, and as he sits on the bench and he watches these teams play and he watches these big guys play out there and protecting the rim, not just Kentucky, but college basketball as a whole. If I was JQ, I would come back and I would show the nation just how powerful I am as an inside threat. I would. I mean, I get it. He's going to go pro. I know that. And maybe think about, well, if I come back college and if I get hurt again, then it's going to be even worse. So maybe he's got to go while the getting is hot. But I'm sorry, if I was a projected lottery pick and then I fell down to late first round and with a possibility of an early second round, I'm coming back to school. And he need to come back to Kentucky too. He owes us. Remember when Auburn last year beat us at Rupp and was using belts like they was whipping us? After that, Auburn lost a lot of games. After Florida boasting and beating us, we caused them to lose too. I guess so. Because, I mean, it wasn't necessarily an easy game down the stretch for Florida. We took it to them. We just didn't have enough in us at the end of the ball game to close it out. But Florida's a solid team, and, Florida might be angry after this. We don't need the same old team again just to get what we got this year. Well, at best case, then let's just clean house. Let's let everybody leave, and let's see if we can bring in all new players. I mean, we don't even have anybody. We got JMI that we're dealing with. Okay, we don't even have nobody that's even on the team for incoming freshmen. So right now we're behind the curve a lot. We just are. He'll make more money coming back to Kentucky. All of them didn't play because of injury. Should come back and prove that they are for us. That would be fun, Tyrone Dunn. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. It would be good to see those guys come back. Now, I would love to see Lowe come back. Get Lowe a good. Now, here's the thing: if Lowe comes back, and if we able to get another guy as point guard, 1 or 2 more people, is Lowe an option to come off the bench? I mean, could you imagine Lowe being a point guard that comes off the bench, and that means we got other people in the ball game? You're talking about not a drop off at all, and the energy level not at all. We're going to dream when this, we don't want the season to be over anytime soon. I'll be real. But when the season's over, dominoes will start falling, and we'll start discussing in really big depth on what's next for Kentucky and what needs to be done in year 3 for Coach Pope, because Coach Pope is going to get another year. We can lose. Unfortunately, I hate to say this. Hey, Don Pope, good to see you, sir, in Harlan County. Um, I don't want to say this, and it'll be very unfortunate, but we can lose in the first round, and Coach Pope would still have his job. He wouldn't get fired if we lost the first in the first game. Kentucky fans would be on fire. They would be angry as I don't know what, but he won't lose his job. So we're going to get Pope for a third year, no matter what happens this year in the tournament. Can we stay healthy? That's going to be the biggest thing. Now Lowe is the option to start. I'll bring whoever we bring in off the bench. He's already been there. And I don't have an issue with Lowe coming in at all. I mean, I don't have an issue with Lowe starting. But if one thing we're going to have at that position is that we got to bring somebody in there that says, let's look at Lowe. Let's look at his motor. Let's see what he's capable of. And we know how important he is when he's on the floor. The next guy that's going to back him up, guess what he needs to be? He needs to have the same energy level that Lowe has coming on the floor. That's one thing that we just can't have a let off like we do now with the team that we got. When our starters go out, the drop off, it drops off, and we don't have that duplication of it. So we got to have somebody that's going to match Jalen Lowe. If we do that, we'll be okay at point guard. But then you could bring Jasper back as well, too, because now Jasper knows he doesn't have to come in the game and have to handle the basketball. Let him go to work when the point guard gives him the basketball. Health UK Kentucky basketball next season. Hey, Larry, hope we healthy next year. That's for sure. Don't know if Noah's coming back next year. People, a lot of people's kind of on the fence. Noah can go. Look at Travis Perry. Salute to that guy, man. He made it all the way to Saturday night playing and only lost by 2-3 points in the ball game. That's how much they lost by. He went to Ole Miss, gambled, and look, he made it farther than Kentucky did. He just did. So, and he played as a 15 seed. Ole Miss almost took out Arkansas today. I had my fingers crossed. I did too, Sandy. I wanted Arkansas to lose. That would have been fun, man, to see an Ole Miss and a Vandy championship game. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be different. Nobody would, coming into the tournament, coming into the season, nobody would have said, "Oh, the SEC tournament. Oh, well, that's gonna be Vandy and Ole Miss." Nobody would have said that. So that would have been fun to really see that. I definitely would have been a 1,000% Ole Miss rooting fan like never before. I would have been doing the shark and everything else in between. I would just love to see. Real JD says, I would just love to see Cats go deep in the tournament. Let me throw this up on the screen, man. The Real JD says, I would love to see Cats go deep into the tourney, then back in the championship with Florida. I bet we would win it. Put it all on the line. Why not? Appreciate that, JD. I think he said call me JD from the first time he did. Gray Wolf, I think his name, Gray Wolf is not in here tonight, is he? I need to give him a shout out. He went and brought some merch. I got the email. It came through and he went and brought some he went and brought some merch on the website. So I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much. And I got to give him another shout out whenever I see him live. So he can know that I'm appreciative. But thanks, Gray Wolf, for going and supporting and getting some loyal BBN fan merch. Much, much appreciated. I know Jake Cornett went and got some merch. I know Kentucky Rick brought some merch. Some other people brought some merch too as well. So I appreciate you guys going over and supporting the channel by getting some merch. Thank you so much. Brandon G back next season. I don't know if I think Brendan Garrison's 2 years contract is up. I don't know. Mac Holly. Yes, JD or Jake or Justin. So gotta get that done for sure. Big Mike, have you heard about Will Wade possibly going back to LSU? I thought they was happy with that. I thought they was happy with that head coach. I did. I thought they were satisfied with him. Will Wade, we're gonna have some scandals if Will Wade goes back. If we had made all the layups they missed, we would have beat Florida yesterday. We gotta just do better, Sandy. Like, and that one play, um, hey, thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. Once I really do, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. It means a great deal to me. Thank you so much. Because you don't have to, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff out there you can buy, and you guys went ahead and decided to buy some merch from the show. Man, I appreciate you guys very much, man. I really, really do. Thank you so much. I do. Good morning, gents. Should have already called in. Yep. So I read Wade wasn't considered it. Okay. Wade is out in where's he coaching at now? Wade? No, what's name went out to um oh boy from Arkansas went out to USC. Where's Will Wade coaching at right now? Um too many bricks. I mean, Garrison had a wide open layup, and he just like I don't know what he did. I mean, he shot a layup like I would have. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, dude, you 6'11", dude, you better dunk that. Yeah. What's going What's going on Discord a couple of days ago? The boosters and donors told Pope he can't miss out on a portal this time. His job is on the line. Woo, is that some inside information? We got 68 thumbs up right now. If you're new, if you just came into the show, make sure that you smash that like button, and let's see if we can get to 70. Okay, can we get to 70 likes? Um, I want to put this up for Dougie because I don't really know what's going on Discord. A couple of days ago, the boosters and donors told Pope he can't miss out on the portal. This time his job is on the line. Well, how's he? I mean, boosters and donors. What about JMI? You tell me how he combats and how he goes uphill with 300 pounds of bricks on his back against JMI. I don't get it. Like, I have 69 likes. One more like, and we reach our goal for the night of 70. But we can go for 71, 72, 75. We can do it 70. North Carolina State Wolfpack. They the guys who went on a run a couple of years ago. It wasn't last year. It was year before last year. They went on a run. Why not Kentucky? Ugo is putting on a block party against Duke. And I think he's about done, man. I think his time in college should be about. I think he's been in college now for probably about 10 years. Oh yeah, Duke's gonna win the ball game. Dang it, bro. I didn't want that to happen, but oh well. I wanted UVA, but um, man, I wish he would have stayed here at Kentucky and just would have just. I wish he just would have stayed here. Man, how good would he be this year for Kentucky? Man, how good would he be? Yep, Pope needs to sit down with JMI and work out something and get on the same page, first of all. That's the first step, Skill Dragon. It is, but it's a lot of JMI is worse, worse than lifetime contract. That's what it feels like. Because then with the lifetime contract, you just paying Cal. Now Cal was here. It wasn't like you was trying to bring anybody else in. Then you got to try to bring players in with this deal. 71. Kevin said 71. JMI about NIL. Yep. So JMI trying to get paid, man. It's like they sold them souls to the devil and they can't get out of it. That's what this feels like. It does. It just feels like feels like it's an endless nightmare. And we got to get somebody, and we got to get somebody in here that can make a difference here at Kentucky. And soon as because guys, let me okay for you guys that because I don't follow recruiting like this, and I don't really follow the transfer portal as well. I know you guys do, so I got a legit question for you guys. Once a team loses, like say Cincinnati, their coach is fired or whatever, do they have to wait to put their name in a portal until it opens, or can they already start shopping around, but they can't officially do anything until the transfer portal opens? Can someone explain that to me? How that works? A little bit. HT, what's going on? Yeah, I was sitting in the bed and I'm off today, and I was like, I'm working from home. Don't really know what I got to do. I guess. Add the date to your time card and submit. I think I've already submitted. I've already submitted my time card for the day, so I'm done. I don't have to go back and do that. And Mint would have been huge over JQ. Would have been good to have him, man. It would. I mean, that was a major gamble by Mark Pope. It was, and I get his attentions, and and I see the potential that JQ could have. But when you do something like that, it's such a gamble. Like it's Russian roulette. It is. And when you do that, you better make sure you better make sure that this right here works out in your favor. Because if you bring somebody in here who's injured, I don't care how good they get, and he's not able to play, but what, 3 or 4 games all year, and that's it, and you no, that would fail every single time. I'm sorry, but that was a bad gamble. And I'm not throwing no shade on JQ or anything. The young guy, he's 18 years old. I'm gonna get healthy, coach. I'm gonna be on the floor. I'm gonna do everything that the doctors tell me to do. I'm gonna rehab. I'm gonna stay in physical therapy. I'm gonna do ice baths, heat, whatever I gotta do, coach. I'm gonna get back on the floor. He wants to play ball. Okay. As a coach, you, you got to think about, look, we're talking about Kentucky. The BBN is not going to just accept the guy coming in here and not being able to play and not being able to contribute. And he's going to be here for 1 year only, most likely. No, BBN, we won't go for that kind of stuff. No disrespect, but BBN, we won't accept that. That's no, no, sir. You can enter the portal. Okay, so you can enter the portal right. Um, okay, so you can enter the portal right now. We're getting a mostly new team, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Dougie says you can enter the portal right now. Lots of players already in the portal can't sign. Okay, thank you, Dougie, so much for clearing for clarifying that for me. I appreciate it. A lot of players are in the portal already. None of our players have hit the portal yet, have we? See what Jake. I've loved for Pope to get starters in the portal instead of bench players. How do you persuade those guys to leave the team that they're at? That's the thing when it comes to getting starters to come here to Kentucky. I think the only starter we had to come this year, well, we had two. We had J Lo, he was a starter, and we had, but he didn't play. I mean, J Lo came in, he was a starter at Pitt, and Cam was a starter at Tulane. Both of those guys have spent significant minutes off the floor with injuries. Absolutely. See, I don't know about everyone else, but I see St. John's and Arkansas winning, and it's making me sick to my stomach. I hope you're wrong, HT. I hope you're wrong. I don't, you know what? Even the St. John's winning doesn't really bother me a whole lot. The Arkansas does. I don't want to see Arkansas win. If the Hogs, how they call the Hogs in? I don't know how they do it, but I probably shouldn't do that anymore ever again. Get rid of from Virginia. Is he in the portal? Or I don't know who Ritter is, so I hope I'm not sure if he's a coach or player. So my apologies for that. I sound kind of crazy. He got to have shooters. J Lo is not a shooter, but you know what? I'm okay with J Lo not being a shooter. If I think J Lo's okay with not being a shooter, I really do. And I think if JQ knows that his role is not to really want to score the basketball, but to facilitate and get people involved. I mean, just the way he gets up and down the court, it puts so much pressure on the defense. That's huge. You can't double team. You got to cover him. Just everything. I mean, if I'm okay with JQ coming back. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm okay with JQ coming back. Thinking about getting a pizza and watch some of the good old days of Kentucky basketball. Chris Sloan, you might not be wrong about that, big guy. What kind of pizza are you getting? Let me ask you a question. Are you a Pizza Hut pizza or you a Domino's pizza? Or neither? What's your favorite pizza place in town? Basketball back next season. Hope so. Got 71 likes right now. Absolutely. Bad national press about Pope and UK has tarnished our ability to get top players, and irregardless of how much money we throw at it, uh, would be recruits. Danny Mays, you might be on something about that, big guy. And when you got when you got such a big spokesperson like Dickie V, who's making fun of Kentucky, that don't look good. These young men are watching these games and they're listening. We don't, you know what I'm saying, we don't think, we think some of these guys are just jocks and that's all they do is play ball. Now these young men are listening, bro. They got agents. They got people listening. And believe me, that makes a difference. And it's public. It ain't like it's behind closed doors. These announcers and stuff is talking public, live during ball games. Snappy tomato. Is that what you? I read you can enter the portal April the 7th for a 15-day window. Um, Domino. Okay, so you're a Domino's guy. I'm a Pizza Hut guy. Are you a thin crust or a pan crust? I'm a pan. Thin is pretty good if I don't want to get too full, but Pizza Hut has the best crust. I'm sorry. People can say what they want to say, but Pizza has the best crust. I see no real problem with the team sticking around for all the years they can, like in the old days. It would be nice, JQ. I mean, JD, but we live in a different time and era right now, and guys have got to move on. That's just the name of the game. And hey, that's not bad. I'm a paying guy too. Snappy tomato piece of good stuff. I missed it. Ooh, that sounds good, bro. I ate Pizza Hut here one day. It was Pizza Hut in Dubai and Pizza Hut in Kuwait was better than here in Saudi Arabia. Now I only tried one Pizza Hut place here because it's real close to my house. I wasn't all that impressed, but the dough was good though. But the pizza itself, it wasn't all that great. Then for the crunch, Mike, got it. Yeah, I'm with you there, Ronald. Yes, sir. The deep dish is good. Ooh, I like the one that has the cheese in the crust. That's good, bro. It's real good. Pan guy here too. Yeah, I'm a half Italian, and I don't care much for pizza. Well, Benjamin, we got to talk on the side, big guy. I lived in Italy, so I'm not sure if you guys know. Um, I have a I have a travel YouTube channel as well too, and I'm rebranding it and I'm fixing it up and I'm making it more professional because I haven't really put a whole lot of time into it because I'm mostly on this. But I'm working on getting my travel YouTube channel better, and I'm trying to grow it. So I think the new name of it's going to be Passport Roulette. I think that's going to be the new name of my of my channel of my travel channel. I still got like two more options that I can choose from, but I'm liking the Passport Roulette for my name for my channel. Who comes back next year? Kevin, hey, maybe you can do pizza coupons giveaway during the 12-hour marathon. Ooh, how can I do that? How can I, me being, hey, because JD, me being in what's the name, um, me being in Saudi, giveaway at pizza coupons giveaway during the 12-hour marathon, Big Mike. Hmm. Let me write that down. Let me see if I got my pencil here. And let me see how I can incorporate something like that into the show. But yeah, if you guys got any more options for how to get through a 12-hour show starting at 7 a.m. on the 19th, leave it in the comments as well. Give away pizza. So how would I do that? Giovanni's Pizza is pretty good. It's pretty good too. Yeah, like I enjoy your passion for UK basketball. You're the man. Thanks, Chris Sloan. I appreciate your words, man. It means a lot to me. Very, very humbling, and I definitely appreciate it. So thank you so much. Let me look into the cameras, Chris, when I talk to you. Chris, let me holler at you, big guy. Thank you for those words. Matter of fact, let me take my glasses off, Chris. You can tell a lot by a man's eyes when you when you look into his eyes. Chris, thank you, big guy. Appreciate the words. They mean a lot. I hope somebody just don't come in and just see that, like, what in the world did I walk in on? This guy is taking his glasses off and just talking personal to somebody. Ooh, I feel violated right now. So, but Chris, that's for you, okay? Thank you. Do it through Leah or Jimmy. Okay. Pizza. Jimmy's right in Lexington, and I think that's the biggest problem is they're not in the same city. Uh, Leah is closer to. I think Leah's in Indiana or on the line of Indiana and Kentucky. I know she's right there where she can see the Yum Center from where she lives at, from my understanding. So let's see how we can do that. Um, Yum Center. Actually, what I want to do is no, I better just write that down. Don't talk about it. Just be about it. Jimmy Aaliyah, thank you for that. Who's real JD? Appreciate that, man. I wrote your name down so you can get credit for that as well too. Thank you, Ryan Crump, fan, me too, UK. Anytime, my friend. Thank you. You sound like BC unmuted, bro. See, BC's the calm when BC come on. Mike, let me holler at you. Hold on for a minute. My but yeah, that's BC. And then Leah, she just gets excited. And then Jimmy's like, shoot the rock, baby. He shoot the rock. For real. Hey, Ryan Crump, why you upset for, my man? You don't like pizza? Of course you like pizza. Do it through Leah, Jimmy. Rolling oven here in for sales is fire too. I can't wait to get back home, man. Whenever that is, and just go travel and get some food. Travel the state. Uh, absolute thank you, JD. So I wrote that down. So pizza giveaway. How do we do that? Ooh, maybe we can just go online and buy some coupons and just have Jimmy or Leah ship them to them or whatever. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how we do that. Have it or order it. Maybe I can order it for him. Not sure. I got a buddy here who actually orders food for his wife back home in the States for Grubhub. That's, I guess. I don't know if I can even do that from here. I have to see if you're going to pay $3 million for a player, he needs to be solid from day one. My point, Jane Run. That's my point. If you're gonna pay that much money for a player, he better be ready to come in day one and be ready to rock and roll. No, not I'm not gonna pay you that money for you to come into rehab, and we're not gonna see you until Christmas or after Christmas. Nah, like look, of course, JT Toppin, I think he's gonna go pro. He's not coming back. Um, but even if JT Toppin was coming back to college next year, I don't really know his year, but I have to assume he's NBA caliber, even with his injury. But I wouldn't even go get him. I just wouldn't go get him. I know how good he is, but we ain't gonna have him. So what we gonna do? We're one man down to start the season. I wouldn't touch him neither. 74 likes, thumbs up, skill dragon. Yes, sir. He's keeping us up to date. Yes, sir. We got if you're gonna if you're gonna pay that kind of money, man, guys got to walk in from day one ready to go. That's not what that means. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I just see faces, and it looked like he's hot or sweating. Maybe he's sweating. Now I don't think that's an angry face. I think he's sweating. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. And that's my final answer, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Is that for sure? Bracketology just updated. We're still the seventh. Iowa State are number 2. Santa Clara are number 10. I think that's what it's going to be, guys. I don't think it's going to be. I think that's pretty much what it's going to be come Selection Sunday, unless something drastic happens in that back room. I look for us to be playing Santa Clara, and we'll start breaking that down right after Selection Sunday tomorrow. We'll look at all that possibilities, and I don't know who they got that they're gonna come out fighting because they know that Kentucky basketball is beatable because Kentucky doesn't come out and play hard every single night. So all they gotta do is show up and play a little bit harder, and they can beat Kentucky. It's crazy. I would take money next year. I would take money next year because we don't have anyone knocking on the door to come to UK for sure. Yeah, we need eight. We need 8 proven dogs. Pay them, then let's go. Yep. We looked at. We need. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it would change. So that's the highest likely outcome. I think that's pretty much what it's going to look like. It doesn't really matter what Florida and Arkansas does. I don't think that's going to affect us any. I think Kentucky is where they're going to be at. It will be. Um, Laura, you are very welcome for the hat and shirt. Thank you, big guy. I appreciate you as well too. Um, the I think we play in Santa Clara. And because of that, you guys go ahead and start dissecting that. So we'll be ready to break that down tomorrow when we have the show. And tomorrow's show will be, let me see something. Let me see. Done. Okay, done. That's not for me. I just got to keep checking my phone just to make sure um that nobody's telling me to do anything on my computer or nothing like that. So absolutely. So we got to get ready for this, man. We'll be back tomorrow, and man, if we get past our state, we can get to the Sweet 16. And I'm okay with that. I'm calling it right now. Sweet 16. That was when Cal was here. No first round exits. Yeah. We're gonna pay 3 to 5 million for another player with a torn ACL. We might as well pay me 100K to come ride the bench and be a cheerleader for the guys. Chris F. That's exactly you said it. Hey, I didn't say it. You know that, right? Chris said that, not me. Chris said that. Just just pay me 100K. I come cheer on the bench. That's what we're doing. We can't throw away money like that. Not especially not since we got JMI. We got to make our dollars work for us, and we got to get the best person, the best people in there. Um, we are in the Sweet 16. That's beautiful. But first is the DC bracket, which is Duke's bracket. Let me come back over here one more minute. We are in DC. That's the East bracket. But if we play, we will be playing in Saint. We'll be playing in St. Louis. Yeah, St. John's got to go all the way down to. Now I wonder if St. John's is going to. Hey, let me ask you a question. Kentucky wins and lose. You said the brackets just updated. Is that who told me that? Right. I think it was Kentucky wins and lose. If the brackets just updated, did did St. John's did they move because they won the Big East? Does that change them beating UConn, or does that stay the same? And if it stays the same, then that lets you know that these conference games mean nothing. Now I get it that UConn had a better year than St. John's, but St. John's knocked them off. UK Kentucky football. Let's see. Hey Doug, good night to you, man. Appreciate you joining the show. We ain't gonna be here much longer, but I appreciate you stopping by. Pope spending money like the government. Yeah, for real. Uh, about a half hour ago. Okay. Did St. John's move? They had earlier. The one I had was a number 5. Did that change? Maybe if I can. I wonder if I can. I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up my stream. I was going to refresh my page, but I don't think that would do no good. Um, Ooh, they got Missouri playing number 11 against Miami of Ohio. Ooh, we. Ooh, that should be interesting to see that game. Missouri's playing. Ooh, they want to play because they'll play the game. The winner, Louisville plays the winner of that game. That's crazy, man. This is about to get fun, man. I'm so excited for this. This is definitely the best time of the year. So Clemson went down, Texas Tech went down, Gonzaga went down, Alabama went down. Sorry, this microphone picks up everything, so my apologies for that. Um, UCLA moved up, Vandy moved up, Southern moved up, Wisconsin moved up, Purdue moved up, West Virginia moved up, and UMBC moved up. The bubbles right now is the last 4 buys: Texas A&M, North Carolina State, Santa Clara, and UCF. Last four in is Missouri, Miami, Ohio, SMU, and Texas. First four out right now is Oklahoma, Auburn, San Diego State, New Mexico. Next four out is Indiana, Stanford, Cincinnati, and Seton Hall. So it looks like SEC is definitely looking like they might get 10 teams in. Next is the Big Ten with 9. ACC and Big 12 both got 8. Big East has 3. West Coast is 2. Mid-American 2. So SEC is leading the way again. SEC got a tough conference, man. We all know that. UConn stays at number 2 seed. Florida stays at number 1 because they both lost. Man, UConn had a great opportunity and they blew it. And that was the same way that Kentucky had this year. Is that when we won games or when certain teams lost, all we had to do was win. That's all we had to do was win. Nope. They lost and we lost. Can't do that. What the committee takes into consideration is doesn't include the champ week. It's their resume, ESP quad 1 wins. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's just an in-conference bragging thing then. I guess unless you are already out of the tournament and you got to win your conference tournament to get into the NCAA dance. Then that's the only time it really makes. That's the only time that it really makes sense. Jamie Denton says Dwayne Peavy for our next AD, please. Our basketball has not been the same since he left in 2019. I think Tyrone said the same thing, bro. He mentioned that about Jamie. He mentioned that about him too as well. Is that when PV left, things just started going downhill and it just wasn't the same. So if Dwayne PV can come in here and be the AD and turn this program around and get it back where it wants to be, the question is, even does it really make a difference who the AD is, especially when we're dealing with JMI? Or is it JMI just pretty much just has the whole Kentucky athletic program handcuffed? So it doesn't matter who's the AD is. You can get ever you pick your favorite person. And would that favorite person be able to override JMI? That's a contract that we're in now. Duke won. Unfortunately, yeah, I saw they won, man. I didn't like that. Auburn shouldn't get in. So let me guess. Somebody don't like Auburn. Auburn isn't in the first four out. Where was Auburn? Auburn was last four in. Auburn's the first four out. That's where they at. The last four buys was Texas A&M, North Carolina State, Santa Clara, who we get, and UCF. Next four out, Indiana, Stanford, and Cincinnati, and Seton Hall. So it looked like they're out. The first four out. Because it goes the last four buys, last four in, first four out. So it looked like Auburn and Oklahoma is not going to make it. I didn't really think Oklahoma was going to make it anyway. Auburn was a long shot, but if they don't belong in the tournament, they shouldn't be in it. Let's see, PV had problems with players gambling. Oh, okay. Now he wasn't a part of guys gambling, was it? He wasn't like a ringleader in the gambling thing, was he? Does anyone remember the Antoine Barber crazy dunks against Florida in 03 and 04? We need some highlight films like that. JMI, hey, Keno, Bada. We couldn't have used Reese Potter for a rebound and putbacks. I mean, Reese got game time experience more so than I wonder what was the reason for keeping him as a red shirt? Was it just Pope already thought we was just too good and we didn't need it? I mean, you look at it as being JQ's out. Why not use Potter as another inside threat for a rim protector? I hope Potter comes back as well too. At Larry, how far do you think we go in the tournament? If we go, if we make it to the Sweet 16, is that over or underachieving? Or let's say if we only make it to the Sweet 16, Is that overachieving or underachieving for this year's team? This year's team particularly. What is it? I thought the PV thing was a cow issue. Some good information, man. Yes, we would have, but we will have him next year with Garrison. If Garrison comes back, I don't know if Garrison comes back next year. For some reason, it just kind of looks like his body language says, I'm just, some nights he comes out there, he plays like I'm really hard, like I really want to be here. And then some nights it's like, yeah, this season's almost over. I'm almost out of here. Yeah. He might end up at Arkansas for real and then dominate. Wouldn't that just be something? Didn't want to burn his red shirt. Mm, okay. UK football. Remember Barber dunks? Azubuike had some thunderous dunks. Some good days in Kentucky basketball. We're reminiscent about it. Skill Dragon says we got 72, 77 likes. Fantastic people. Was at the current school, DePaul, I'm guessing. Yeah, because um no gambling issues at UK. Not that I knew about. I don't know. I think he comes back. He might. He might. I mean, I don't. He's gonna get recruited over because I mean, he's still a bench player. I don't think he's a starter if Garrison comes back. And long as he knows that, then we good. Now, if Pope is gonna promise him to be a starter next year, it's gonna be some unhappy BBN fans. That's for sure. BC has third year. I mean, he might come back. I'm not sure. He could come back next year. But I mean, we was really hoping BG would have that that second year jump up on the Coach Pope and just make strides. You know, just off season, I don't want to hype anybody up, bro. Like I don't want to hype anybody up. Maybe Chandler, um, um, Colin, maybe hype him up. I think he's that good. But I need everybody else to come out and prove they can play ball. I do. I need everybody else just to come out. Don't talk about it, be about it. First round, then home. I hope not, Brian Perry. I hope it's not one and done. Anything can happen in this crazy tournament, that's for sure. Mark Fox back next season. He should be back next season. We play up and down to the competition. Well, we can't do that against Santa Clara because those guys are playing for their life, man. And the crazy part is, you remember guys back in the day when Kentucky was that good, and people fill out brackets, and they automatically had Kentucky going no less than the Elite Eight, and now people be like, I'm not sure. Should I pick Kentucky? Ooh, should I pick Kentucky to win the first game? That's where Kentucky's program is at right now. Is that people outside of Kentucky filling out brackets? Heck, even Kentucky fans filling out brackets and not knowing if that's a good idea to put um, to put Kentucky winning that first game. That's bad. That is where Kentucky basketball is at, and that kind of stuff breaks my heart for sure. The storyline if we win it all this year. Oh, the storyline would be good. Um, that would be really good. I think for me, I think making it to the Elite Eight would be good for this team. We always want to go to the Final Four. We want to win it. But considering the issues that we had this year, well, I don't look. I don't see St. Peter's in the tournament, so we ain't got to worry about them. I don't see. I didn't see. Is Oakland in the tournament? We ain't got to worry about them neither. Let me see. Arizona, nope. I don't see no St. Peter's. I don't see no. I don't see those guys. Mm, nope. Well, we ain't got to worry about those guys beating us because they not in the tournament this year. Next, yep, Utah Valley's on the other side of the house. I thought Austin P was gonna make the tournament. I did. I thought they was gonna find a way to make the tournament, but I see they didn't make the tournament. Nope, they ain't gonna make it, man. Mm-mm-mm. I'm glad we're not in that bracket. Oh, that's cool. So St. Clair could be a Saint. It could be, but we're not gonna talk about that skill dragon. Okay, please, please don't talk about that because that would be horrible. It would. I hope Noah takes his money and heads to the train station. That's HT. You're hard, man. You're hard. Let's say we play North Carolina State first game when the number, then the number two. Okay. I was trying to throw up HT's comment, but I missed it. So I guess that was for the best. I thought Cam was re-injured. That hip check was dirty. It was dirty, man, and nothing was called. Nothing was called whatsoever, man. The bloody nose, the hip check, and across the face against a player, and it just felt like no. I mean, it just felt like Florida just they wouldn't call a foul on him. It just felt like it just wouldn't. It just didn't seem right for some reason. I'm going for the gusto. Kentucky gets revenge on the whole NCAA and gets number 9, and the women get their first ever championship. Why not, JD? You you're speaking faith, my friend. We got Pope, not a Calipari team. Mm, some people look at that and be like, I don't know, Skill Dragon. I don't know, big guy. So I just look, I started to show off and I just said, look, Kentucky's gonna make a run. They just are. And that's the story that I'm sticking by as I come to the end of this show. We'll be back tomorrow night. Pope sarcastically called the refs out again. And you need to be quiet, bro. That's why we get no calls now. Florida played bully ball against us. They didn't get and Vandy played bully ball against those guys. Hope we don't get any Doug shows on games. Leave him at home, man. Like the NCAA, they should be like, look, man, just don't put him on their games. But he does big ball games, and Kentucky's always a big ball game. So we can definitely look forward to that. So somebody remind me tomorrow what time is the selection show. Is it at? It's not at 8:30. That's too late for that. What time is the selection show tomorrow? Is it at 7? Hit your open threes. Period. Point blank. Got to. And if you're not, and if your shots are not going down, don't just keep shooting. Just and they keep hitting the front of the rim. Ding, ding, ding. Nope. Stop that. Go inside. Get fouled. Go to the foul line. We got 82 likes. Oh my goodness, man, that's crazy. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for coming through and hitting that and smashing that like button. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. 6 p.m. Eastern. So, guys, we'll be live here. Ronald, you're welcome. Thank you, big guy. I appreciate you for stopping through. We'll be live here tomorrow. Um, maybe we should come here. Maybe about probably be here about uh I'm gonna start about 5:30 Eastern tomorrow, and we'll walk into the show together, and we will embrace ourselves and see where Kentucky's playing at, and we'll break it all down tomorrow, 6 Eastern, 5:30 Eastern tomorrow, right back here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and we're gonna break it all down to see what it all means and see where we're going and who we're playing and can we actually really make a run if we can. So thank you guys once again. I know it's late back home for you guys, but you guys jumped on for a late show and gave me 82 likes for the show. I appreciate it. I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And don't remember, thank you for watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. Go Cats. Let's get this march going. It starts tomorrow with Selection Sunday, and we're gonna be here to cover it all. Tomorrow will be a call-in show. Okay, so we got time so we can definitely have a call-in show and let's see how people are feeling. I think we have an idea that it's going to be Santa Clara, but let's everybody we will find out officially, and we will go from there. So until next time, to all of my BBN family, if this right here was your first time watching behind the scene, if you watch it on Facebook, Don't forget, I'm trying to grow this channel to 5,000. It's going to be a marathon. I'm starting at 7 a.m. on the 19th. That's long. I'm sitting here yawning on the 2 hours show. It's going to be rough. 86 as we close the night out. That is, I'm a night person, unfortunately. Chris, I'm sorry. Just hop in and say what's up on the marathon, okay? I appreciate it. 86 people are smashing that button on their way out the door. Hey, I can dig it. I can dig it. Appreciate you guys and love you guys. And until next time, go Cats. See you tomorrow, 5:30 for the thanks, Chris. I appreciate your words. But 89, I like it. HT. Can we get 90? Do we got anybody in here who hasn't hit the like button yet? Facebook. Look at me. Look at me, Facebook. If you're watching, come on over to YouTube and hit that like button. And then if you didn't subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well, too. Yes, sir. Who's in the house tonight? You guys are in the house tonight. Not UK, but you guys are in the house tonight. And every last one of you guys should give yourself a pat on the back for being the outstanding Americans that you are. Proud to be Americans. Let's go do it. 90. There we go. Look, that was right on time right there. Let me see if I can get this right here for 90. Let me get this sound going right here for 1 second. It's got to be a clap. Here we go, guys. Let's get the clap before we get out of here. Loving it, baby. Facebook, keep hanging with me, baby. We rolling, okay? All right, guys. Until next time, see you tomorrow night, 5:30 Eastern for Selection Sunday. And let's take our Cats on into it. And I appreciate it. 91. Y'all killing it, dude. Y'all killing it. Y'all doing it. Do we need to stay until we get 100? Is that what you proud to be Americans, guys? Absolutely. Let's do it. Do we need to stay until we get 100? Probably nah. We'll come back tomorrow night. Appreciate it. I won't push I won't push it, but King Devontae, appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button, King Devontae, and give us like 92, if you will. We at 92. Can we get 93 before? Can we get 93? Can we get 93? Do we see 93? Do we see 93? 93. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and go over, and you'll be number 93. Number 94, do we see it? Do we see it? Thanks, A. See you guys later, man. That scared the crap out of my cat. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. My apologies for that. Make sure we got to warn. Make sure you warn your little furry animals before this right here. But before we do that again, okay? The century mark. No, we're not. Yes, stay 100. Oh man, they want me to stay until 100. All right, man. If you guys can show up, let's see if we can get 100. Let me see something. Let me look over here for a second. Let me refresh this right here for. Oh, I hope it doesn't mess me up, man. If it messes me up, I'm so sorry. Hope not. It didn't. And I'm still live on Facebook. Emma, give me the update. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Let's go. What are we doing? Are we live? Oh, no, I don't think I'm even live on Facebook. So this is all YouTube. This is not even this is no participation from Facebook at all. This is all Facebook. Man, I love it. You guys are freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, silly. Sounds like an auction. Can we get 94? Devontae, did you hit the King Devontae? You could be 94. You could be. Would you want to be 94 today? Where are you at? She's a scaredy cat. We at 92. I don't think we're gonna make it to 100, but man, I didn't think we was gonna make it to 40, and we already at 92 for real. So I'm humble. Need 8 more likes, family. That's all we need. I thought we was live on Facebook though. I got it running to Facebook, but for some reason Facebook ain't live. I thought I was live on Facebook. If you're watching from Facebook, give me just give a thumbs up. Because right now it's showing me that we're not live on Facebook. And that's kind of strange because I thought we would be. Yeah, okay. I thought we was. Cool. Let's see what happens. Go back over here with you guys. Well, we at 93. Cool. You're 94 now. We at 94. You're 94 now. And I actually graduated in 94. We need 6 more. I know we got 46 people in here, 47 people, 95. There you go. 5. Yeah, baby, just makes me want to move my upper body. Yeah, baby, let's roll. 5 more. I have it. Okay, man, that's money, baby. That's love. Appreciate you, King Devontae. You awesome, big guy. Appreciate it. Yep. Skill said 95. We at 95. There we go. Can we get 100? Man, dude. I'm just trying to get you guys in bed because I like my day is. Oh, I need to make sure I don't have the big mic done. Yeah, I don't have anything going on. I don't have anything to do because I'm up because it's a work day for me at home. So I'm good. But I know you guys got to get to bed and everything. So, hey, Chris Appleman, did you smash that like button yet? You new to the chat. Did you smash that like button? You could be Chris. Let me make sure I get it right. Chris Apple. I hope I'm saying that right. Appleman. Okay, Appleman. Chris Appleman. You could be number 96. Do you want to be number 96, Chris? Of course you do. Smash that like button. Please do. I like to move it. Let me tell you a story about that. Who wrote that? Skill Dragon. So when I first we know the movie Madagascar and we know the animals and everything. So I'm gonna tell you my small amount of thinking when it comes to the globe. I like that movie, Madagascar, right? So when I first got to Kuwait in 2021, going out meeting people, I actually met people that are actually from. I'm like, where you guys from? And they was like, we're from Madagascar. I like, okay, so where you really from? And they're like, we're from Madagascar. And I'm like the movie Madagascar. I had no idea that it was a small island called like in real life. And they was like, yo, we're from Madagascar. And I'm like, really? Like I was stunned. I was like, that's really a real thing. And I said, does it have animals? Do they fly planes? For real. Uh BC, hey man, BC, are you number 97? Smash that like button. Where we at right now, guys? Where we at? Somebody, Skill Dragon, give me an update. Where's all of our resident U of L Arkansas fans at? Put us over the top. For real. They are distant cousins, but they family though, because they show up. So, uh, BC, what number are we at right now? Where we at? We lost one. That's okay if we lost one. It doesn't matter. That's okay. They don't know no better. We forgive them. Yeah. Somebody got excited and hit the like button again. It takes it away. It does. If you hit it twice, it's gonna take it away. So if you're that person, put the. I bet you anything that person's wanting to be 100. I bet you they're refreshing their screen every second so they can be 100. Don't do that. I've always been subscribers just figured out how to get in the live chat. Hey Chris, I appreciate it, big guy. Thank you so much. You're here. So my I've always been a subscriber. So Chris, is this your first time? This ain't your first time. You've been a subscriber. So I know you've seen a live show before. 96. We at 96. Chris, anyway, Chris, you know my saying for the show. I think I got it here in the text. Let me see if I got it. Don't need that. Let's see if you're watching Facebook. I thought I had it right here. It's just for anybody watching for the first time. The first time you watch, you are a guest. The second time, you are family. You might be a distant family, but you're family. You might be a Vandy fan or Arkansas fan or one of these other fans, even a U of L fan. You could be distant family. If you're a U of L fan, you really distant. Like you the cousin that we really don't want to see at the family reunion. But if you come, we treat you like family. So that's pretty much how that's gonna go. Yeah, that's funny right there. Let's get back over here. Hit hi y'all. Hey Sam Bustic. Did you hit the like button on your way in, Sam? Did you? Come on, hit the like button. Come on, give us 97. So BC must have made 95 then. Yes. BC, we doing a live show tomorrow. So actually tomorrow's show with Selection Sunday, I get with BC and see if BC's available. but I want to make, if we can, we'll probably make we'll make tomorrow's show our Monday show. Okay, so maybe we might do that, and then of course we'll be able to take phone calls tomorrow, and we may the Sunday selection show may just be the Monday show. Okay, all my brothers and sisters, going on the other channel to hit the like button. Brian Carter, you a freaking genius, big guy. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you got extra channels and everything, I'm gonna do a poll. I got so during my 12-hour show, actually I was gonna do it sooner. I think I'm gonna post it online. I got 3 names that I'm choosing from for my YouTube channel, travel channel, and because I'm trying to revamp the channel and make it more professional and like stuff like that. So I'm gonna let you guys, I want you guys to decide on what I call my new channel. I call 97 Vandy can thank UK for wearing Florida out. Absolutely. we took it to him. Man, Vandy looked good, bro. I didn't watch the game, but I was like, dude, let me refresh this for a second, man. Come on, let me refresh my screen. Is this really happening? Is Vandy really taking it to him? Yes, sir. My eyes wasn't, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I had to reach over and find my glasses in the dark so I could see if I could see for real. Uh, Although look, I hope BC is just on the show tomorrow. Period. If he has time, I have to see if he has. I have to see if he already got plans or whatever. He might have plans with the family already, so I'm not really sure. The ultimate success in life says I was 99. Um, well, you are all right. And so now, if you a person out there who hit the like button on accident, go ahead and go back and be 100. Why not? Because I claim it. Fun to see Miss Leah and Jimmy too. That's kind of what I had in mind as well too. Matter of fact, I need to let those guys know that if they're not busy, we can all be on the show at the same time. Because I can still take calls and we can still do calls even with all 4 of us on the line. Okay, so we can still do the call normally, and everything will be okay. All right, so definitely gonna need your popcorn tomorrow. Hey man, get your popcorn. I, I got water, but I don't think that's gonna be good enough. That's no, but hey, Devontae, that's who said that, right? King Devontae. You know what? I don't eat regular popcorn anymore, so I have to eat the white cheddar that comes in the nature or whatever, the black bag of white cheddar popcorn. I eat that, but I just can't eat it by itself, big guy. Let me put you on to something. I have to go to the store and I get the the white cheddar cheese that comes in the blue container, and I get the nacho cheese that comes in the yellow, and I have to mix those into the white cheddar popcorn. Bro, it's my fact. What time is it? I'm going to the store now to get me an extra bag. Why not? Yes, sir. Go get me some more. 100 likes. We made it, baby. Bang. Hey, Jake Cornett, since you in the room, and I just want you to make sure that your cat knows that I got to do the clap because we got to celebrate. So if you want to put earmuffs on the cat, I just wanted to forewarn you before I hit it. Okay. Yeah. So actually, you know what? We ain't getting the clapping. We getting the cheering this time. Okay. So make sure your cat is prepared for the cheering. 3, 2, 1, cheer. I guess I should get my game on. I got to hit play. Thank you. Appreciate it. 100 likes and big shout out. That was for Skill Dragon. That's too. Matter of fact, that was for all you guys as well. Too. Skill Dragon is the hype guy for the Loyal BBN Fan Show. He know he's appreciated. Much love for sure. And Pope was saving him for the den. Gregory Williams, what's Mr. Williams? What's going on, sir? We was just finishing up tonight. We wanted to get 100 likes. That's what they told me to stay. They say stay. They said don't get off until we get 100. So we got 100 likes. That's awesome, bro. Like, look, anybody that knows me personally, They know Big Mike is a very emotional guy. Okay. And look, when I wrote this book, I got really emotional. Okay. I got really emotional. And then when I wrote this book right here, then I got emotional again. So yeah. So I tend to write when I get emotional. So I think I need to go write some more. So these are my two books right here. And I write when I get emotional. I need to stay emotional. And I hope that I can actually get it together. That's for sure. So yes, so selection Sunday tomorrow we'll be live here at 5:30. I know the show. I think it starts at 6 o'clock. So we'll walk into it. So get your popcorn. Tell everybody you can, man, that the show is going to be live. Let's get this show rocking and rolling for sure. Tomorrow we will have call-in shows. I'm hoping I'm going to get with Jimmy, and I'm gonna get with Jimmy, Leah, and BC, and oh, he's back in Lexington with Cam. Absolutely. Tell Cam, go, hey, shoot the rock, baby. Shoot the rock. Now, Mr. Williams, I'm not sure if you can say this information or not, because I don't really know. And if you can't, I understand. If you can't, so if you can do me a favor, will the Cats be at Coach Pope's house? Will they be at the will they just be at the gym? Where are they actually going to be during the selection Sunday? Is that some information that you can put out? Now, if that's G14 classified, I understand, and I don't want to put you on the spot. And it's okay if you can say that you can't disclose that for obvious reasons. But I appreciate that as well too. So thank you so much. Yeah. Um, A Skill Dragon, we moving, man. We are, as a matter of fact, I want to update you guys if you guys would allow me to do that right fast. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can update that. If you guys just give me 1 minute, I want to make the correct updates to those numbers, and I can do that for you right now when it decides to act right. Maybe I can do it right here. Right here. Let me see where we at. It don't want to work. I was hoping I could. Where we at? Do I got a number? I want to update you guys. Come on, man. Like this internet sometimes, man, gets on my dang on nerves, man. It just makes me emotional. Like Big Mike's emotional. Yeah, I am. Like Big Mike, are you a drama queen? Where we at? I'm trying to get this number right fast. Yeah, okay. So let me see if I can update this. I throw this up on the screen, and then we will be getting out of here. So if you guys can just bear with me for a second. Edit. We are right here. Sorry about that. 164. Put that right there. Just want to update this for you guys. Let me see. One more number I gotta update. You guys are insane, bro. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you guys more than you guys know. Words can. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I just saw that number. What is it? It is. Ooh, man, it did. What? Yeah, what just happened? Yeah, that's actually really good. 16. Okay. Um, save for later. So these are the numbers. YouTube versus Facebook. These are the numbers that we set that right here. So Facebook, we had 11,164, and YouTube is at 3,916. So those are the numbers. And if we can just get 1,000 of those, um, 1,000 of those Facebook guys to come over and subscribe, then we money. We right there at our goal. So just want to just kind of share that with you guys of where we're setting at, and that's where we at. So hopefully we can get this channel grown, and Cam for president for real. Ooh, that's a good question right there, Jay Runner. Absolutely. Cam took a hard fall. Hope he's all well. Cam BBM loves you. I don't know. I haven't asked him. I'll be leaving in the morning before. Okay. I wasn't sure, and then Mr. Williams, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I was kind of curious because I know they all went to the Coach Cal's house for the for selection Sunday, so I wasn't sure if they were starting a routine with Coach Pope as far as what they was going to do. But um, is there any updates to make sure that Cam's okay? I know he took a hard hit when he got hip checked on the sideline. He seems to be okay. Are you able to clarify that he's good to go? He just took a little hip pointer. That was a hard hit he took as well. So we'll have to see how that actually pans out. Yeah, that's nice. We on our way, Skill Dragon. We moving. Absolutely. We're moving. And but we're only at 39-16 Skill Dragon because of individuals like yourself and everyone else who is over here um and who supports the channel. That's why that number is like that. I'm sorry to say, but I don't have anything to do with that. You guys have everything to do with that. I can't take credit. I just turn it on and then you guys show up. So that's what matters the most. And there's no loyal BBN fan show without any of you guys because there's so much out there that you guys could be doing. You guys could be in the bed right now. You guys could be watching something else, but you guys are right here with the show. And because of that, is you can't even imagine how humbled I am when it comes to the support that I get from strangers. I never met any of you guys on here ever, and just so just for you guys to support the channel, I'm not getting emotional. Hold on for a second. Hold on. All right, there you go. That's my emotional right there. So, but I think Cam is tough. That was a dirty play, but Cam is fine. Thanks, Miss. Let me throw that up on the screen, Mr. Williams. I appreciate that. So yeah, Mr. Williams, tomorrow we will be having a call-in show tomorrow during Selection Sunday. I think it seems like we already know who we probably going to be playing, unless something drastic changes between this time and tomorrow. It looks like we may be playing Santa Clara. We'll be number 7. They'll be number 10 seed, and if we get past them, then we'll be looking at Iowa State. I think it is. So let's see what I think it's Iowa State. Yeah, let's see what we do in that ball game. Updated again, very few changes. Let me see if I can update this page too as well. Okay. Long Island. They still got Florida. Yeah, not a lot changed. Clemson went down 1. Looks like Texas Tech went down. Gonzaga still went down, which we said that earlier as well. Yeah, it looks like everything is pretty much staying pretty steady right now as well. So right now, what we're looking at, the one in the East, we got Duke as the number 1, Iowa State at the number 2. That's the same thing as Kentucky. Oh my goodness, bro. That's a freaking hard bracket. Sorry, I hope I didn't say that out loud. I apologize. The Midwest, Chicago, you got Michigan as number 1, and you got UConn as the number 2. That's cool. Those are 2 powerhouses. Florida is the number 1 in the South in Houston, and Houston is the number 2. And in the West region, you got Arizona as the number 1, and as a number 2, you got Michigan State. So, hey, I guess when we look at it, I guess that's, hey, as they say, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So we got a hard bracket. And hey, Dustin, good to see you. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. We actually match up well with what all those teams. Come on, Kentucky, wins and lose. Come on, give me something positive. That's not good. Should have been a foul. Yeah, Texas Tech failed because of Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole thing that we've been talking about, is that Texas Tech was probably going to be a number 2, and they was contending for maybe a number 1. It was hard. I don't see them getting number 1, but they was contending and they was up there. But as soon as Toppin went down, I'll let you guys fill in the blanks of what happened after that, when they had a very instrumental key player that wasn't able to play. And that's just one player that went down. I'm not sure if they got anybody else that got hurt throughout the year that's not playing anymore. But let's be real, their main guy, Toppin, got hurt. And they took a hit for it as a team. Yeah. We just so happened we just didn't have our guys for most of the year. And that's why our schedule looks lopsided. But you still cannot teach effort. And our guys have got to we got to give effort every single night out on the floor, or we in trouble. That's for sure. 102 likes. I haven't had 202 likes, 102 likes on a live show in a long time. You guys are pushing it, bro. I'm not. You guys are speaking out there to the like button, people, whatever you want to call it. You guys are definitely talk. You guys are definitely on it for sure. But once again, I'm glad you guys mentioned that BC and Jimmy and Leah should all be on the show tomorrow. I am 100% okay with that. I have no issues, and I'm going to contact them as well. Uh, Flora, good to see you as well. Flora, I have to ask you, um, do you watch the show often, Miss Flora? I don't recall your name very much. So once again, I'm not good with names, and I try to remember. Some people is on here a great deal, so I can't forget them, and I don't want to. But Miss Flora, or do you watch the show often? Because I don't think this is your first time. But I'm gonna give you a shout out anyway, Miss Flora. Thank you so much for being in the chat tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you. We actually match up well with our state. Kentucky wins and lose. I think you should go to bed for the night. Please, just go go to bed. Fun fact: the last time Kentucky played Iowa State, Anthony Davis was wearing the blue and white for Kentucky. Well, we know what happened that year. Call it what it is. Thanks, Sam. We won the championship. So yes, let's play Iowa State again. Where are you guys seeing Santa Clara and Iowa State? That's the new updated. Okay, so Brian, so are you looking at a different bracket? We're looking at the one from ESPN. Brian or anybody else out there who sees anything different, let us know what you're seeing that's different. Okay. Okay, so Kentucky wins or lose said they seen Flora on here, but you know what? I give her a shout out anyway. No problem. That's what we do here. Uh, Kentucky wins. I'm not giving you a shout out, bro. No, talking about we match up. I don't want to match up with Iowa State. They dangerous. It took Arizona a buzzer beater to beat them. That's how good they are. Joy brackets, 19. Oh, you're looking on. Okay. So with that being the case, where is ESPN is Lenardi? Okay. So Joy on Brian. I'm sorry, my apologies, Brian. On the bracket that you're seeing, where's Kentucky at and who are we playing? Because I think everybody's kind of getting their mindset on playing Santa Clara, but we also make sure that we mention that if things could possibly change tomorrow when it comes out. So even though this is what we're seeing now, tomorrow could be a totally different thing. So yeah, man, Todd Goldie locks got some humble pie today. I hope so. Um, it's positive pick by we match up in our favor against Iowa State. All right, I guess you can stick around and stay a little bit longer. That's cool. You got my approval. I'm all right. Stick and hang out with us for sure. I just don't always comment. Okay, well, thank you so much for commenting. It makes a difference for look, if you're behind the scenes and you never comment, when the comments keep rolling, that's why a lot of these pages and stuff get a lot of views during live shows. Because when the comments are just rolling, that's why I asked everybody if you would just type BBN into the comment box right now. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how fast that moves if everybody just types in BBN. I don't care where you're watching from. Now, if you're watching on TV and you can't comment, that's good. They're gonna be similar seed wise, but different matches. Okay. Um, Selection. So yeah, that's why we coming. We're gonna start tomorrow here at 5:30 live. BBN. There you go, Skill Dragon. He knows the assignment. We're gonna start tomorrow at 5:30 for the Selection Sunday show, and then we'll go right into the show as well. So we got 50 people watching right now. Can we get 50 BBNs? Sorry about that. He just doesn't always get the right division. Okay. We got two. Can we get 50? We got 48 watching now. Can we get 48 BBNs in the room? 48 BBNs in the room. We've been going for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Oh my goodness. Dustin, appreciate you. I see you. I see you. Sorry I turned into late, man. It seems I can't catch you on here. Hey, John, I appreciate you jumping in. Absolutely. Just go back and just watch the I'm the replay. Okay, BBN in late, but better late than never. Absolutely, Travis. Good to see you. Right now, we're tapping into BBNs for the comments. Right now, Jake Cornett, Skilled Dragon, and Dustin knew the assignment. Now we got Real JD. He knows the assignment. Who else knows the assignment? Let's see who else knows the assignment. Flora, she knows the assignment. There you go. Who else we got that knows the assignment? There we go. Absolutely. The assignment is BBN in the chat. UK could beat every 2 seed. I like it. I like the confidence. I like it, Flora. I like it. Yes, I like it. UK can play ball, man. We can. This Big Mike. Tough times pass. Tough people pass. Go Cats. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Uh, Still waiting on these BBNs to hit the chat. Don't be shy. Let's see. Let's see. Does Sam know the assignment? Sam, see you tomorrow. Going to go sleep. Yeah, it's late, guys. It really is. We got 102 likes, so I'm very satisfied with that as well. John, make sure you hit that like button. Okay, you'll be 103, most likely 103, 104. So make sure you hit that like button. Well, look, we're gonna jump off here 5:30 tomorrow. Okay, guys. Um, let's come on here. Let's have a good time for Selection Sunday. Let's walk our team into the tournament, and let's be optimistic, and let's hope for the very best that we possibly can. So to each one of you guys, I appreciate you for jumping in. Travis, you're late, but you're always on time, big guy. John, you're late, but you're always on time. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me as well. And for all you guys, thank you guys for the support and the love. And until next time, remember the Loyal BBN Fan Show. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. We out. He is never right on matchups. He usually gets all but one or two tournament teams, but not matchups. Okay. For the marathon, you should eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on camera. Show us what kind of food. Show us what kind of food you have over there. Jake, I'm writing it down for option, big guy. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a long show, man. It is. It's gonna be a long show. Uh, Forgive me for I know not what I do. For real. Mr. Williams, go catch her. Thank you for dropping in. It's always it's always a thrill having you on with us. Eat during the show. Okay. Trying to think of what I can get me a shawarma. What else can I get? I can get me some get me some of those. They probably got about 45 different olives. Oh, get me some olives. Okay, eat during the show. What we eating? Okay, we can do that too as well. But you'll see my water. Keep away, keep on for a way open up for us. Cold Mitch ultralight. Okay, it sounds like Bavay's he's in the room today. Go catch. Thanks, Travis. All you got 104. Wonderful job, BBN. Thank you. Let me throw this up. Thanks, Travis, for throwing this up on the screen. I appreciate it. 104 likes. Awesome job, BBN family. Thank you guys for coming through. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, see you tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern, right? Yes, John. 5:30 Eastern. We'll be right back here. I'll be up. I'll be ready to go. And it's gonna be like 1:30 in the morning for me, but I don't care. We doing this. We're gonna do it BBN style, and we're gonna be real about it. Until next time, go catch.